as always, I'm going to switch over and start the multi-stream, and then we're going to jump into this. And I'm excited to try this one out because, again, I'm such an enjoyer of a good ass retro inspired survival horror game. And it's not like I'm an aficionado. I have not played every Silent Hill game or Resident Evil game under the sun. I've played literally one of each. I've played Resident Evil 4. I've played Silent Hill 1. That's it. That's it, as far as the classics go, at least. But I played a bunch of indie, retro-inspired survival horrors. Really enjoyed Tormented Souls. We played Sorry We're Open. No, is it Sorry We're Open or Sorry We're Closed? I'm blanking on the name. Yeah, I feel like over the past year or two in particular, we've kind of bounced around to a couple of different, usually very good survival horror games. So there's a lot of really cool survival horror games inspired by the classics that are so good it makes you want to. That's right, enjoy a nice light snack, such as a bag of nuts. Thank you, Meerkat, for the nut button. Thank you. Here's an extra nut. Extra nut. Always a good time. Always a good time for everybody. And by everybody, I mostly mean me. Game is going. Multi-stream is also going. Good stuff, my friends. Good stuff. No, I don't want to load character. What I probably ought to do is the training. I think we shall start with that instead. But thank you anyway. But thank you, though, to everyone. Thanks for popping in, guys and gals. Hope everyone's having a nice Thursday. And welcome to Ground Zero. I'm excited to try this one out. Thanks to Keymailer, by the way. Thanks to Keymailer hooking us up with a review key for this one so we could try it on release day. As that's the thing, it is the release day for this game. So gosh darn exciting. In fact, I should have said that in the title. I just changed it just now. But yeah, we're jumping into the training so I can get my sea legs, although I can guess that it'll probably control in a manner fairly familiar. Like I said, we played Tormented Souls. We played a number of other retro-inspired survival horror games recently, so I figure it'll be fairly old hat. Alright. Am I going in for, oh, I was gonna say, that looks like that's the entrance. Got the flashlight on our lapel. Hello, fella. How you doing? How are you? Yep, just kind of chilling. Yep, alright. Kind of wander around. So there's directional dodge. And I think it's like it dodges the direction. Oh, that's interesting. So in certain instances, you actually cannot dodge. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe there's a cooldown. Okay, I think there's a cooldown. All right, so can't use the elevator right now. Yeah, so it's like you dodge in the direction you're facing. Hence why it's directional dodge. Yep. Yeah, and you can also like kind of do a quick back step, which is nice too. Yeah, you can hear her getting winded. I'm hearing her like audibly getting winded. So yeah, if you do too much stuff, she'll have to let things cool down a little bit. The kind of vibe of this building reminds me a little bit of the Carrington Institute from Perfect Dark, which is one of my favorite video games of all time. Another important one, give it a bit of a cooldown. Yeah, it's probably for the best, Orgasso. But I'm always down. Especially if there's a nice breakpoint later on for the good stuff. I might end up turning off the lens flares because they are a little bit obnoxious. But that being said, we're in a very sunny environment right now. Games like this don't usually have a lot of sunny environments. I expect we'll probably be in darker situations fairly soon here once we get into it. But I'm excited to jump in to the real stuff. Now, the one tricky thing, of course, is I don't actually know where the training is set to begin. So I'm just kind of wandering, hoping that I'll find like the specific place the training is set. Oh, a little bit of lag there. What is that? It is Transcontinental Union. This game is made by a South Korean developer, and the names of the protagonists kind of have that kind of South Korean flair to them. And it's saying, oh, here we go. Enter the elevator, complete the objectives. Okay. Firing range, obstacle course, and close combat gym. So right here. Myself right here. 3. Boop, boop. Now that's the thing too. It's a fixed camera game. So if I'm hold W, you just go, whoop. Oh, there we go. Actually, now that time it did work. Because yeah, there are times where you go, yeah. It's almost like you just have to commit. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, right there. I held it down and she went, woo, and just turned around. So yeah, there are times where, yeah, when the camera switches, the control switches accordingly, and you kind of go the opposite direction you mean, or if you're not expecting it, and you let go and start again, it might kind of have you do a little pirouette. So that might throw you off a little bit. It might even throw me off a little bit from time to time. Start with the firing range. Start from the bottom. Now we're here. Oh, never mind. We were actually at the top. Well, they say firing range, obstacle course, close combat gym. I'll go in that order. We'll go in that order to see how things go. So, can buy weapons. Okay. Dark grenades. 100 points. Get a critical shot by holding and... holding right click and E. Interesting. So that's the critical shot they were talking about. I'll have to try that out and see what it's all about. Over here, any fun things over here? So we're seeing you have to buy weapons. Lock on, right? Yes, that's all well and good. Yeah, no freebies, I don't presume. Any freebies over here? Any like interactable thingies? Let's go over here and Yep. See, like that. It takes a little bit of an adjustment. Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing that a lot. I will acknowledge I'll be doing that kind of like like kind of getting turned around a little bit. It's inevitable. So buy weapons from the shop. Are you the shop? No, he's just chilling. I'm assuming there's like a pop-up, but maybe not. Maybe I'm supposed to like just press buttons. Because that's just all kind of a bunch of stuff. Oh, here we go. Trade system. Trade points for weapons. Wait, genome points. Am I trading my DNA for this shit? Alright, I'll take the pisty. The frag ammo. I'll take the magnum. Or no, frag grenade and magnum ammo. Alright, so we got that all. Add to our inventory. And yeah, so when you walk up to something like this, there's no pop-up that says, you can interact with this. You just have to press the button and just see what happens. Just find out. So if I walk up to... Oh, shit. Yeah, press E. Nothing happens there. Yeah. Okay. So... I'm guessing I have to equip things. Equip. Do I have to... Oh, we got 999 big shot ammo. Can I... Yeah, combine with pistol? Which in both, I guess, yeah. I really want to equip it. So, I mean, we have it equipped. And the ammo is automatically connected to it. I appreciate that. Alright, so... The mouse aiming... is fine horizontally it's fine, but it's not very sensitive vertically. So I'm gonna see if I can change the vertical sensitivity. Yeah, it's like it shows the same on the sliders, but it feels like you have to really crank that to go up or down. And if you're like trying to line up headshots, that could be very important, honestly. Oh, that's exciting, Meerkat. Yeah. Oh, like a one-shot D&D campaign. That sounds wonderful. Man, that sounds awesome, dude. That sounds super cool. I'll be really happy to hear how it goes. I'm sure your bro's gonna love it, man. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. So I'll raise it up quite a bit. Raise it up quite a bit. And then say back. Yes. Better. It still feels real sluggish. Still feels real sluggish. We're gonna raise that shit up for the up-down aim. Because I would like for them to feel a little bit more cohesive. That's better. I almost wonder if I should turn the horizontal down. The horizontal feels like real wobbly. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn the horizontal down. This is a little weird. I mean, maybe it's my mouse. Maybe I'm the weird one here. But it feels weird that the sliders are going in such opposite directions. And it still just kind of feels off. That's a little better. And yeah, you can move. You can move and aim. That one back there, yeah. Not that it has to be, like, perfectly precise. I mean, I want to get it, like, fairly good if possible. But, you know, we can like, adjust kind of as we go along. I think this is probably good. I think or like it's close to good, man. I might just end up raising this all the way. If I make it as sensitive as possible. I've actually never done this again in the game. I've never had to raise the sensitivity all the way like that. To be honest, it's still pretty sluggish, but this is like this is at least doable. I wonder if I have like reason like go for the heart versus just going for the middle. So that's all well and good. So that feels pretty good. And then what's this business with? Oh, you can switch targets. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, that's really nice. I don't know how often I'm gonna be using that. I guess if you're like having to go real fast, go real quick. So right click and E. What is that? Do you hold it? Oh, I gotta reload. Okay, the magazine drops on the table. That's kind of cool. Yeah. So you hold. So do you press E? No, you hold E. And I think the idea is you're like really trying to get a good shot. So in addition to aiming, it's like a timing mechanism. But if you heck it, it's just a regular shot. So you waste all the time. So if you're like really confident, you're really confident you have a moment, and you want to make that shot really fucking count. And it's a pretty tough little timing mechanism. It's not easy. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to do the thing where I'm like looking with one eye, or with both of my eyes rather, and using the peripheral vision to get the timing. Oh heck, get the timing down. Also, there's no indicator for how many bullets you've used, so you do kind of have to like keep track of that thing yourself, or just hope for the best. I'm gonna guess that the bullets are, or that the ammunition is bullet based and not like magazine based. Man, I feel like I'm getting that timing down maybe half the time, maybe. Good thing it's a training session. I can like take my sweet ass time. How many points they said? They said gets to 100 points. Okay, yeah. So I think we've... Oh, wait, no. There's something else. I see there's like a third red thing. Oh, maybe I have to like get this guy. Like get him real good. Him real good, yeah. Oh, I see down there. I need to get him 2 times real good. Oh my god, and I keep not doing it. I think once that last one turns red, or turns green rather. Can I get the timing down? I gotta get jumpy. Yep, still red, still red. How high of a score can you get? Well, that's a lot of digits in the top. That's a lot of digits, so I think the answer is if you wanted to, you can go for a really, really, really long time. Like, I don't know if the game actually will let you go for that long, if like the data type it uses to keep track of your score. That's probably good enough. I'm not sure why it's not turning green. But like I shot the fuck out of them, so we're probably good. Oh, shit. Can I like talk to you or anything? You give me like a good job. You did it. You're the gamer. Oh, we gotta hit. Oh, that's why we gotta do the grenade thing. That's why. That was the last thing. So it's not anything about the target there. We need to prove ourselves with the grenade. A little preview, which is nice. All right. Bing, bing. And by the way, we have more grenades apparently. How many do I have? Just one more. Not one to let it go to waste. Let's throw it to the hostage. Have fun, hostage. And then cool guys and cool girls don't look at explosions. That's right. Okay, so we have infinite grenades. For now. Obviously not forever. Taking this with me. On to Combat Gym. Usually do the low DPI. Right, which I think is what the pros recommend. I think generally you want a low DPI. That way, if you want to like big aim and like do big shifts in your aim, you like use a desk pad like I have and you swing with the whole arm. That way you're not using like wrist, like using a lot of wrist movements to like cause wrist strain. You use the arm, which has like bigger muscles obviously than the wrist. So I think that's what the pros recommend. It's exactly what Meerkat described. But I'm not a pro, obviously. I'm just a fucking scrub, so I just do like basic baby mode kind of mouse shenanigans. But yeah, like that's like the strat for like if you want to get good. That way you can use the high DPI or rather the low DPI to use your mouse like actual wrist movements to kind of like fine tune your aim. So you do like big arm movements to move your guy, and then like use small adjustments with the wrist to like line up the perfect shots. You can block things. So you can parry by blocking before the attack. Counter attack after a parry by dodging towards the target. Cool. This. I see the shiny. Oh, here we go. I like the boxing fella. Modular combat knife. That's a good boxing lad right there. Modular combat knife. Which I modular, like can you like take pieces off it and affix it to other things maybe? Attachments and upgrades. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Equip. Yeah. 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 Cool. And we got that one. And we got the block. Yep. All right, let's try our best here. Bop. Waiting for like, you gonna attack me, bro? I think I hit him 3 times. Okay. Okay, so he comes in pretty hot. So I hit him 3 times and then wait for it. A little bit too early. This got to be pretty close. Well, yeah, 0.5 seconds. It's actually not as close timing as I thought. All right. Maybe I shouldn't be holding the weapon out. Yeah, my problem is, well, for one thing, or a couple things, you have to hold it. You have to hold it, and I think it's going to be kind of like how it was in 2 Strikes, where if you block it just before it comes in hot, that's too late. You have to like give her time to get her arms up. So it has to be a little bit sooner than you might think. Not like Dark Souls where you press parry and it's like just as you hit the button. So like you have to account for that slight delay. And also me smacking my microphone. You also got to account for that too. So I think the combat stance does not matter. Yeah. There we go. Let's do it again. I still feel a little wobbly about it. Yeah. So the combat stance doesn't matter. And it actually almost makes it a little bit weirder. Because she has to put the knife down and then goes for the block. So maybe without the combat stance is preferred. One more time. Just make sure I can handle it. Oh shit. You gotta hold it, right. And that's the thing too, I gotta have to hold the button, not just tap it. No tippy tappies. There we go. And like it still kind of bops you back, but you do at least block it. Or parry it. That's the thing, it's more of a... Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm blocking the attack. Am I parrying? Doesn't really feel like a parry. Counterattack after a parry by dodging towards the target. Let's try that. Maybe that's like what really makes the difference between block versus parry. Actually, out of curiosity, if I just hold the block up. Okay, so yeah. So I think what we were doing earlier was a parry. It's just the fact that it knocks us off kilter didn't really feel how parries typically go. Usually that's a more like, I don't know, a more advantageous position to be in. Let's try the thing where we do the, we dodge right afterwards. So let's do that. So, 1, 2, 3. There we go. One more time. There we go. Whoopah! That is pretty cool. Now, while I remember to do that in the heat of the moment, we'll see. I'm going to assume this is one of those games where you want to preserve your ammunition for when you, like, really need it. So we're probably going to default to melee a lot of the times. So I suspect there will be situations where I will need to get good. With it. So I will do my darndest, and I'll try to, like, hone my melee skills. I mean, if I'm lucky, we could just pull a Resident Evil 4 and just shoot everyone in the head and then roundhouse kick everyone until they die. Which is absolutely how I solve like 90% of the combat situations in RE4. I'm trying to aim down, yeah. They get the combat, the obstacle course, rather. So, oh, pick up, is that body armor? Bulletproof vest? Yes. Kind of cool that actually alters the appearance. That's kind of neat. I'm going to guess it's just a temporary protection kind of deal. There we go. Pick up items, open doors. Soundproof room. Stand in the... Oh, I'm supposed to take damage. Okay, it's like, this seems like something I don't want to do. Ow. By stand in the corner, you mean just walk in front of the guy. So we're supposed to take a hit, so we know what it's like. Thanks, fella. Thanks for fucking me up like that. As intended. As intended. I like how it's soundproof, so the people outside can't hear you go, oh, fuck, shit, piss, when you get shot. So healing items like the shiny one over here. Vitality, serum. Serum, but I hardly even know him. Insert healing item into needle, and then use the needle in game. Another one. Anything else? I see a needle right there. And I take the fucking, yeah, like, helium gas or hydrogen gas or whatever that is. Let's go and use it. Open inventory. Oh, here we go. Insert into healing needle. Okay. Oh, I see. So you got that Resident Evil thing where there will be probably greens and maybe yellows and maybe reds for increasing capacity and other shenanigans. There's immunity levels, raising your defense, raise your max health maybe. So that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. So you have the needle on you at all hands, and it's at all times rather, and the serums are where you up the ante. Yeah. I know we're better. And our vitals are healthy, so the one shot, I think, yeah, I mean, we know what the max is. So I don't know if we have like an HP meter necessarily, but we do have a general summary of how we're feeling. And a quantitative look at how many heals we have and how much relatively we're going to be healing, which is neat. But I guess it's still relative, so maybe not quantitative, but it's a pretty good summary. And sure enough, we're getting into some darker realms. Now, it's still the tutorial, obviously. Oh, here we go. So pick up weapons. Yep. Aim, shoot, scan carcass for points. Cerberus short barrel shotgun, please. Please and thank you. And also, badass assault rifle. Please and double thank you. The scan carcass for points, you say? Oh, right, gotta equip first. Give me that shoddy. That shotgun, please. Yeah, I still wish I could raise the sensitivity more. It's a little bit wonky. So scan the carcass for points. Get bad, average, and perfect scans. So, right. Aim, shoot, and then it's G for scans. Perfect. Perfect quality genome sample. And was there something I did to make it perfect? Did I just press the button like a cool gamer, or was there something that had to be done? Or is it RNG, maybe? Maybe I'm too far. Maybe I'm too close. Maybe if you're further away. Yeah, I think you're right, Meerkat. I think of the same thing with like Silent Hill. Like you're either healthy or in danger or in extreme danger. Oh, perfect. How do I get less than perfect? Maybe there's like more over here. Yeah. I'm gonna do that a lot. I will acknowledge. I will not mean to get turned around, but it will be inevitable. Maybe if I just shoot first and ask questions never. Okay, now I'll scan. Maybe that's the thing too. There we go, because he's already been damaged. All right, so if I'm... Oh, actually, so that's the shotgun, of course. Which hits like a dump truck. 4, right. So let's switch to the assault rifle, which will also tear it up pretty bad, but we'll have a little bit more control over it. Still block, which is nice. You can still dodge, which is nice too. Couple little quick shots, couple quick ones, average. All right. And with the assault rifle, it is... Oh shit, yeah, I always want to get, like, kind of get, like, step back a little bit. So you can, like, just rapid click, but there's no, like... There's no full auto. So it is a semi-auto. Not a bad thing, but something to be aware of. Let's be real, that's probably the better choice. I mean, usually in games like this, if I have something that has full auto capability, I just do burst fire. So semi-auto probably is a little bit preferred, honestly, for lining up more careful shots, more precision. Climb on objects like those guys. Anything over here? Nope. Okay. And I'm guessing the blue is, like, indicative of what you can climb and interact with, so I probably can't climb this one. Right, so there are limitations. I can't help but notice she's got that mask on. I wonder if there's, like, if the whole idea is that it's, like, a viral outbreak. It's the mask over her face. There's zombinos. That wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me if there were going to be zombinos. Get the ladder. Plum, 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 plum. I wish I could raise the vertical sensitivity more, because what I'd like to do is be able to walk around with my gun drawn, but that's really hard to do. It's really hard to do because the sensitivity is, like, still just not quite how I would like it personally. I could, like, probably fine-tune it myself with my mouse's DPI functions, but I'm like, it's probably not worth it. I will raise it up slightly, though. Probably not worth messing with. And I know you can, like, have it set with, like, Logitech settings to say, when this executable is running, load this profile, so it's not, like, messing up your DPI for everything. Can I climb this guy? You can push. Okay, yeah, and it's W to push. And then can I pull as well? Pretty impressive with no, like, handles to grip on. No handle grippers. Yeah, like there's a temptation to, like, want to... Ooh. You see how I raised the horizontal just a little bit? I think that raising a little bit was maybe a bit much, because now it feels too much. Vertical is still... Like, I wish I could do more with that one, but yeah, horizontal feels like a little bit too much. I'm gonna lower that back down to where it was. Just one tick. One tick was enough. So, I don't know if that's, like, a complaint or a criticism, but it is, like, a personal opinion that the mouse... The aiming feels a little weird, but I think that's more one of those that's fairly subjective. E to climb, not space. Up on down. Are you guys getting any of this, You're seeing it too, right? On your guys' end? Is there, like, a little horizontal line that's going, like, blip, blip, blip? Like, just there? It might just be the messages, actually. Like, loading in weird ways. Oh, shit. Hold E. And then... Am I doing it wrong? Back? There we go. Like latching onto things is a little bit weird. Now can I, like, go up? Can I, like, drag it left and right? No, and I wouldn't expect to, necessarily. Okay, we got there. Got the gripper strength, that's right, man. Do we get the holster and tactical belt that shows off our butt? Well, I mean, the good news is, as far as, like, game options go, so we got the bulletproof vest over us. But what we also have is this costume that we're wearing right now and the retro future costume. So we do have that. We do have that. I think we can change on the fly. Yeah. So, and the good news is they both have a wedgie going on. What's up, Master Train? Yeah, you kind of see the little blips too. I don't know which I like more. I don't know. I kind of like the absurdity of this bright-ass colorful uniform, because the idea of something tactical that blends in with your environment makes sense. But also, fit is life. Fit is life, bro. So I do kind of like the fucking 80s colors. What do you guys think? Which do you prefer? And we'll also, hopefully, unlock more eventually. Do you think there's a very classy, like, cheerleader outfit? Like, really classy. Like, really dignified. Because, let's be real, survival horror games, they're never horny. They're never horny. Because I think this outfit is, like, actually, like, pretty cool. But this one's fun. It's drip or drown out here, bro. Master Train bro says, bro, you know they're gonna be real classy, bro. The classic is pretty cool. The white pants are honestly a vibe. Like this is a fit. This is a vibe, absolutely. I love the like 80s. I mean, retro future is such a great word for it. So I do like this. But I will admit, this probably is like the better outfit. So I'll set aside my you know, just my me being a sucker for like 80s kind of shit. Because that retro future one, it looks like we just got out of our Crystal Lights like dance what's the word, like aerobics class. When you've gotten an aerobics class at 8 but have to stop a zombie apocalypse at 9. That's the deal. The retro one looks very it looks like very played out. I would not disagree. Do you think you can hear it? Do you think you can hear it as you approach? Like, doors unlocked. Because that's what I can think. I think you can probably hear it as she's walking around, which would give away your location. Y'all know about, you know, the clap of my ass cheeks is alerting the guards, but the clap, or but the scrunch of my weird ass latex 80s suit keeps alerting the zombies. Oh, we gotta go to the 4th floor. Right. Oh, I thought you said, like, is, like, overplayed, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean. The roof. Like little wispies all of a sudden. The little wispies in the air. Get to blast a motherfucker. Hello. You can turn the flashlight off now. Yep. And knowing that you can... There's no, like, pop-up for interactions. And it's probably going to be fairly obvious if there are interactions with, like, things to climb or things to grab and pick up or arrange. But I'm definitely going to be, like, trying to interact with things just from time to time. Like this one right here. Door. And I'll be like, can I shoot the lock? And, of course, let it be known, I'm just out here in public. Hey, how's it going, motherfuckers? Woo! I'm shooting fucking cars going by. Hold on, I gotta reload. Just being a goddamn menace to society out here. There you got the crosshair. Bah, 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 bah. Yeah. So this is like, I'm glad we hired this person to handle this very sensitive situation involving zombies, hostages. I'm over here shooting innocent people like a fucking weirdo. Being a public menace, like a proper American. That's right, Mirka. That's right, man. That's where we're leaving. Hold on. Any secrets? I'm gonna be looking for secrets. I'm gonna be looking for secrets all over the goddamn place. You can sprint and reload, man. Some next level shit. I mean, that's how you know they've trained her well. And then leave. Fuck you. So basic training. Oh, service uniform, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. A new fit is available. And one for the fella, because there's a fella as well. A fella as well. I hope he has, like, something that accentuates his tight ass. I know sprint and reload. She's a pro, dude. What do you guys think? This one, the classic, or the service? The service is almost too dressy. The white gloves, it's like bro stepped out of her graduation ceremony to stop the zombie apocalypse. I mean, this one's pretty dressy too, but this one's like, you know, reporting for duty versus I came from the governor's mansion at his gala to stop the zombie apocalypse. A cleaner for the mob. The white gloves, man. It's the white gloves. I think we're gonna stick with the classic. But that is very fun. New game, baby. We'll do normal because easy mode. What kind of chump do you think I am? We could do hard mode, but I wouldn't call myself a horror veteran. I would call myself experienced. Because again, you know, we played through the entirety of Tormented Souls and really enjoyed it. That game was, I would say, as far as survival horror goes, Tormented Souls is one of my favorites, I would say. I feel like the difficulty for that game was, like, pretty much on point. Never too much bullshit. Or very rarely was there bullshit. I feel like it was pretty fair across the board. Normal puzzle difficulty sounds good, too. Why are the 3 difficulties above hard? You know, I didn't want to acknowledge it, Meerkat. I saw it, but I thought the same thing.
Transcontinental Union's military
I thought the exact same
briefing
thing.
is now in session. State your names for the record.
Tang Soyeon,
Evan Fielding.
Ranks.
Captain, 13th Special Mission Brigade.
Decapitation unit.
Correct.
Decapitation unit.
Jairu.
Quite a name.
Skills.
Close quarters combat, excellent weapons proficiency and marksmanship. Native Korean.
And fit his life.
English.
Expert technician, mechanic, and medic. I speak English, French, and, not really too much Korean, sir. But I can learn along the way.
Professional.
I'm fluent in Leet speak,
Sorry, sir.
Confirm your mission objectives for
and I can speak C++ and C# and a little bit of Java.
At 7:52 a.m. on July 26th, a meteor with unusual signature struck Daejeon.
Well, there you go, Meerkat. It is an EDF situation. Fucking space aliens.
Black box data on the atmospheric conditions since impact. Objective 2 is to travel to Daejeon and investigate the impact site. Objective 3 is to await instruction on how to clear out the radiation and other contaminants and coordinate appropriate evac.
DuPont, provide status report on the conditions in the hot zone.
Cloud cover around Daejeon has become denser over the last 48 hours. Visibility is low within a 200-kilometer radius of the impact site.
10 miles.
About 125 miles. Aftershocks are reported around the country. Air quality is low and considered inhospitable. Breathing
Hence the masks,
apparatus
maybe.
will be provided. We expect most life forms will be dead by now, but lethal arms will be provided in case of hostile encounters.
Hostile encounters?
Fragments of transmissions were received at the start of the impact that seemed to mention animal attacks. None have been received since the first 72 hours since the meteor hit.
We have no assurances of your safety for this mission. No backup will be provided. This
I like the sounds of that.
is a classified mission at the highest level. Due to hostile conditions, we can't guarantee extraction after your objectives are complete.
Understood.
If it comes to that,
No pressure.
we'll find our own way out. How hard could it be?
Second warning, Fielding. Land landing will be at 3 a.m. local time on Gamcheon Beach. Keep in touch with your respective commanders throughout your mission. We expect regular updates and a swift resolution.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Voice acting, yeah, it's pretty okay. I didn't detect any like AI isms, and honestly, as long as it's not AI, it could be like dog shit awful. As long as it's not AI, please. That's like the bottom of the barrel for me. Boop. Uncover what was behind that meteor strike, what survived, what has spread from it, what threat does it pose. We shall see. Oh shit, title drop, baby! Yo, what's up, Farsight? Good to see you, bud. Just in time for the beginning of the campaign. We did the training earlier. Learned the basics, and now we got the stuff. Right. And even if it was, as long as it's not fucking AI shit, that's still the bottom tier. Even if it's like clean audio, if it's AI, still worse than like Garbo tier. Their time, yeah, where it's less bad. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh, the game uses AI voice acting, therefore I won't play it. 0 out of 10. Like, I wouldn't, you know, hit it with that extreme of a reaction, but it's just my least favorite. But I know what you mean, Farsight. There are more and less extreme versions. Farsight says, I will fucking refund that shit. Send it to the goddamn Shadow Realm. Almost said Shadow Zone. Shit on it. Well, I would, but I already pooped today, Farsight, so I'm already cleansed. I already did my my daily enema cleanse. Is it 2-player? It's a good question, actually.
상태입니다. 필딩 중위와 함께 해변에 착륙했습니다. 조용해 보입니다. 정보를 더 얻고 다시 보고드리겠습니다.
how you feeling, Saoyun? You good?
I'm fine, thank you, Evan. I'll head to the lighthouse. You see if you can find a way to get the power on. The station.
Are we gonna acknowledge the dead dude?
Let's go. We've got no time to waste.
Fucking rotting and bugs swirling around him?
Let's finalize our plan before you go charging off into, whatever's going on around here.
Okay, you see that building over there? That's Yeongdo Lighthouse. There's a black box in the tower that holds the meteorological data for the past 2 months. Air quality, toxicity levels, radiation. It should give HQ better insight.
Completely ignoring that dead fucking dude in the corner.
All right, then. How do we do that?
The first step is to reach Kamchun village, then find a way up to the lighthouse from there. In the meantime, I could do with you getting the power working on the mainland.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see if I can also find a way to get the train line up and running from here to Daejeon. There should be enough power to get everything online. Beats
I think he might be Canadian, guys. The maple flag, the hockey sticks.
Maybe you could help with evacuation. There could be survivors along the way.
Yeah, sure, Saoyan. I believe in
Ooh,
miracles.
excuse me.
Do you see those growths there on the beach? Did your government brief you on any potential anomalies?
They haven't told me shit. Take this gun, fly to Korea, don't ask questions, good luck, Godspeed. That's just how Canada rolls.
Canada confirmed.
Why? Do you know something I don't?
I'm not sure. There were rumors of strange distress calls shortly after the meteor hit, but interference from the dust cloud made it almost impossible to decipher the transmissions.
Well, that explains why we're here. So which way from here?
I think we should split up to cover more ground and see what we can learn about the incident. Straight ahead, you can follow the beach through the wrecked ships and up the trail. To the right is a trainway museum and park, which connects to the town through the underground.
Ooh, zombies at an amusement park? That's a classic.
Quicker, but it might be a little more perilous. The museum might take longer, but it's easy to traverse.
Tough call. Both sound like a blast. You take your pick.
Is it a choose your own adventure? Ooh, what do you guys think? Amusement park or beach? Beach episode with, you know, so let me phrase it this way. Me wearing a very revealing and tight bikini showing off my curves, or an equally revealing outfit and an amusement park. I don't know. I just want an excuse to say beach episode. Character stories. Yeah, I think you might be right, Meerkat, because the fact that you can change outfits for the two different protagonists, I think it's all single player, but yeah, I think that like you have choices. You have choices, and I think you have like you switch off between the two. He says, "Let's squeak the honkers." Amusement park it is, boys.
I'll take the amusement park. There's no need to take unnecessary risks.
All right, then. You sure you don't want any backup? Safety in numbers and all that.
No, thank you. It'd be much quicker to do this in parallel. I'll check out those growths and keep you informed. Let me know when you reach the power station.
Okay, if you're sure. I guess I'll enjoy a nice stroll along the beach.
I need you to get there quickly. No time for sightseeing.
Yeah, all right, I know. This shit isn't gonna fix itself. I get it. I'll take my gun and myself this way. But seriously, if you need anything, give me a call.
Person, aren't you married? It's like, no. This is all sanctioned. Ground zero, motherfuckers. That's right, baby. So, dead guy, badly decomposed, unbearable stench. I really appreciate that at no time that anybody even, like, acknowledged this fella. That's the name of the fella. His name is Evan. That's neat. So, we, of course, have knife. We don't have a ton of ammo, so I'm going to default to knife, at least for the time being. And I'm going to guess I can't just, like, smack open boxes. I do wonder how he, like, went that way. Maybe he's swimming? Oh, maybe he's taking a boat. Except, no, there's a dead guy on the boat, too. Yes, I wonder how he's going that way. But, I don't know. That's for him to figure out, I suppose. Now, just so we're clear, none of these dead bodies are gonna, like, suddenly spring to life and not be dead after all. Trying to escape from something. Yeah, it's like I want to preemptively slap at him. Getting an entire power grid is a multi-step process. I'm shocked. Covered in mucus. Some kind of mucus. Is there a shiny on this guy? Oh, there's a shiny next to him. Right, exactly, Meerkat. I'm not too surprised that it's maybe not quite so easy. Feature's pretty unrecognizable. What you got there, homie? What you got there, home slice? Your gate key, yes. Okay. So he suddenly jumped to life for me to shank his ass. What's up, Luna Waffles? I know it. Crazy, right? It's like it happens in survival horror games, no less. But come on, that's impossible. Ain't no way. A lot of dead bodies. Trying to escape from something. Yep. If the helicopter didn't wake them, yeah. Yeah, you think me poking and prodding would do a little something as well. Pure gate key. So that opens this door. Does that only open that door? Could I use it to open this door? Oh, that's where Evan went. Okay. That says the beach, right. That answers my question. That's how he would have gone his direction, though. I don't think I've ever been up close to a chopper. I mean, I know they're loud, and I also know that the wind they stir up is not a small amount. So it's kind of hard to be stealthy or quiet when it comes to helicopters. I do not doubt it. Farsight asked, like, how are you liking it so far? So we're just now starting the campaign. So we're pretty early in. Still pretty early on here. We did the tutorial earlier, kind of got the basics, and the controls feel pretty good. If I had any critiques, it would be if you check my sensitivity options, you'll notice for up-down aim sensitivity, I had to crank it all the way up, and left-right sensitivity, I had to lower it pretty far down. And if I switch to my gun real quick, it's not so obvious when you're using melee, but if you're using a firearm, I feel like I've got it pretty good right now. I wish I could maybe raise the vertical sensitivity a little bit more, but I've got a pretty good handle on it right now. But the default settings were not what I liked at all. The default settings were not to my liking. But that's the thing. I think that's subjective. And again, I was able to get it pretty good. I was able to get it pretty good to where I feel pretty comfortable with my aiming. The map. But that's the only complaint so far. We're obviously getting into the game proper now, but I would say it feels pretty good so far, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. And I am an enjoyer for sure of survival horror kinds of games, especially like the retro-inspired survival horror stuff. So this does make me happy, and I agree with kind of how you said it. It's like this looks like something that I'd be all about, and I'm all about it so far. Let's take a look. The lighthouse. All right. Righto. Close up in elementary school. Yeah, I imagine it's fucking intense. Like in movies and TV shows, they're always like having to yell over them. Anything else? Nope. Yeah, having to yell over them and like the wind it's kicking up seems intense, but I'm sure seeing it in person and hearing it in person is something else entirely. No, I've never seen one up close. I've never ridden one, and I have no really desire to be in one. I've heard it's kind of scary riding in one. I mean, maybe not for some people, but I think for somebody like me, I would be a little bit like overwhelmed by it, honestly. Yeah, about these growths, about these like giant fucking tumors growing out of the wall, out of the grounds here. That's a little bit fucky. It looks like lava almost. A little bit fucky yucky. And so far, no movement yet, but we know it's coming. Also, did somebody leave... Oh, hold on. I was gonna say, did somebody leave some ammo on the table for us? Lady, don't do that. Come on.
본부 장대희입니다. 감천 해변가 부두 곳곳에 이상한 유기 물질이 자라고 있는 것을 발견했습니다. 제가 보기엔 해변에 떠밀려온 죽은 해양 생물을 먹고 자라는 것 같습니다.
Of course we got a bad signal. Having a conversation. Yeah, I can imagine. It's like just too loud.
말씀해 주시겠습니까? 연결이 불안정합니다.
Too fucked.
들립니까?
Yeah, no stealth bomber helicopters out there where it's like quiet and stealthy.
본부 수신을 이해할 수 없습니다. 저는 더 내륙으로 들어가 다시 연락하겠습니다. 그곳에서는 연결이 더 좋을 수 있습니다.
I wonder if it will. Well, if we're truly on our own. Magnum ammo. Oh, I dropped my magnum ammo for my monster gun. It's not the line. Completely covered this area. I like how it's kind of eating this the bench. Kind of fun. Got my shiv, my stabification, and that's the modular one, right? So we could eventually upgrade it, presumably. I hope I can attach a scope to my knife. If they say you can like attach things to an upgrade, I want to get a scope and a silencer on my knife, and an extended barrel, or an extended not extended barrel, an extended magazine, so I can fit more bullets in my knife. Take a little sample. I just take a bite out of it, Meerkat. I would just take a big ol'. Maybe like get a cheese grater, kind of shave some little bits of it, put it on some biscuits or some crackers. No suppressor. You need the flash hider. That makes sense too. And right, just like that, I would say we could already kind of feel a tonal shift. It already feels like kind of dark and spooky. But for shoresies, we have our torque cut off for us, my friends. Won't open. Of course it won't. Blood splatters on the wall. Nothing weird there. Nothing unusual there. Nothing of interest. I mean, that's of interest. I love that one screenshot where it's in Silent Hill 1. It's in the very first area. And in the very first area in Silent Hill 1, there's, of course, you get accosted by the dog demons very, very early on. But if you know exactly where to look, you can circumnavigate where the dogs detect you and go right to kind of their basic area. To dodge in that direction, like in kind of like the general area where they kind of linger. And in their general area is a little doghouse. And if the main character like walks up to the doghouse and presses the use button, he's like, huh, there must be dogs around here. But the dogs can like wander in that zone too. And somebody got a screenshot in Silent Hill 1 of somebody of like, it's in Silent Hill when you use or interact with the environment, the whole game world pauses when the text pops up. So you have time to read it. And somebody managed to time it exactly where the dog like latches onto the guy's face in his attack and then presses the use button to read the text. And he's like, huh, looks like there's a dog somewhere around here, as he's like chomping on his face. So I want something like that in this game. I want to be like, huh, there might be some villainry around here while someone is like stabbing us. There might be signs of a struggle. Perchance. There's a door here, but I can't go in. We can dodge in any direction. I don't suppose we can like jump over this. No, not like that. No. It didn't work. It don't work that way. Didn't think so. Didn't think so. The lens flare. I was actually just thinking the same thing, Meerkat. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and kill the lens flare. I was hoping it wouldn't be too obnoxious, but now that I'm seeing it, it's like, yeah, I see why it was disabled by default. I don't miss it. I think it could be immersive, but with it being so prominent, I think I'm good. Loading zone? I wonder if we'll get a cutscene before our first combat situation. Kind of like in RE4 where there was like a bit of a warm-up to when that first zombie or Las Plagas victim jumps out at you. Decent things on the I see a whole bunch of shinies. And a whole bunch of dead guys. Oh, wait, hold on. Giving up the ghost. Weeks or maybe even months ago. Hazmat suit, yeah. yeah, but a sexy hazmat suit. A sexy hazmat suit. Would it be like just very like tightly fitted? Or would it be like a, well, you know about the chainmail bikini? Where it's like it just covers like the, you know, the bits, the happy bits. So you know about the chainmail bikini? I say we're ready. I think society's ready for the hazmat bikini. That's right. All skin is exposed except for the fun bits, and also I guess the lungs, I guess the face, but you know, you gotta have other things hanging out, so the little cheesecake action. I think society's ready, Meerkat. I think we've evolved to that point. Hardest outfit to get sexy, hence why society is ready. You're right, it would have been impossible for us years ago. But I think society is ready. So we picked up something and there was like a noise, like a brrr. I wonder like if the zombies are getting mad that I'm picking up things and they're about to fucking strike. Safe cracking explosive. Awfully convenient that's just kind of lying around, but yes. In this, I don't know, McDonald's that we're in. Oh yeah, can I get a gift shop key and a safe cracking explosive? And could I get a signal modulator and this this thing? Need a correct formula or use explosives to bypass it. It'll destroy bonus items though. So I don't want to use that. I think exactly 5 buttons. Interesting. I'm gonna get this thing. Useful looking document. It looks useful with my wrist gadget. Digitize and archive. That's cool. Newly packaged, strictly safe. Model T36 secure items storage safe. I think we can do it. I think we can do it, Meerkat. Blasting caps, please. Yeah. Can I get that to go, actually? Something for later. I'll pop in the fridge when I get home. So, content link. Mirrors and synchronize the contents of all safes the owner owns. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can store stuff. That's neat. In case your inventory size is limited. Keeps the bad guys out. That is neat. A target value must be mathematically calculated using the exact number of button presses from left to right. Multiple solutions can exist. Huh. So, mathematical operators. So, first... Oh, I see. Yeah, order of operations. We got that PEMDAS, baby. Except there's no, P. But there is, and then there is DAS. Just, DAS. Alright. That's interesting. Are these explosives kosher? I sure imagine they are. Signal modulator. Okay. Transmit data. Distant installations and settlements. Pollution and airborne debris makes it tricky. Using the modulator, we can successfully transmit signals using short-range data uplink terminals. I wonder if that's for saving the game. Upload our data overseas for safekeeping. Okay, only able to cancel. Use a new one. Find a new. Okay, cool. So, I walk up. You want to use the modulator? Sure. Upload my mission data. I'm gonna guess that's how you save the game. Yeah. I'll make a manual save. That's pretty cool. I mean, there's an autosave too, but we'll make the manual save. And I don't think it's a... So the nice thing is that you can just reuse the station anytime you want to. If you want to unlock a new station, a save station, you have to find the little scan-majig, be able to utilize it. But it's not like Resident Evil, and it's also not like Tormented Souls, where the number of number of saves is hard limited. So I do kind of like that. That being said, I kind of like the tension of limited number of saves. But I think, again, I love Resident Evil 4, and Resident Evil 4 did not have hard limits like that, so I can appreciate that. So that's pretty cool. So back to this fella. So I'm not going to use the explosives. I wonder, am I allowed to try this a bunch of times before I arrive at a salutation? We want to get 6 using these 5 buttons, as I understand it. Yeah, using exactly 5 buttons. All right, can you just do like, oh yeah, it is one per use. So, or 1 per click rather. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. This is a pretty smart experience so far. So we could say, so if we want to get 6, we could say 9 minus 4. Yeah, let's do that. 9 minus 4 plus 1. There we go. So there's different solutions, but that's one of them. We got the serum. Actually, that's all we get. That's all we get. If I wanted to deposit things, I think the idea is we could deposit things. I don't think we need to just yet. That is neat. Door sealed, because of course it is. I'll go and save. Save over your existing save. No problems there. Again, no limitations to the number of times you can save or like how you do. I saw the thing move on its own back there. I was like, oh, what is it? Oh, jeez. If there was ever a time for the Zombinos to suddenly jump out and try to fuck my shit, this would be a time. So now that I'm like interacting with things, I'm learning the game. Now's the time for them to jump out and try to grab at my penis. They're being good boys and girls so far. So they got the haunted house over yonder. Go there. This looks like it's closed. It's tightly sealed. Not even just closed, but tightly closed. Growth is pretty grody. Oh, there, I see there's like a... Yeah. There's a big asshole. A big asshole. The worst kind of asshole. The big kind. In that case, I go stand in line for the haunted house. There's a queue right there. Big asshole right there that I cannot go past. Do I go right for the haunted house or do I... Ooh, they're saying, hey, you might want to attack things. FYI, this might be a zone where attacking things will become necessary. Not such a good idea, but necessary. I figured the haunted house is where things is gonna get weird. So, like, I want to do, like, other explorations before I commit to that one. But at the same time, we all know where this is going. Fella right there, a bunch of blood there. At least I'm assuming that's what that is. Aim at the right time. See, do you have to use ammo for that one? Is my interpretation here. A well-placed critical shot could fuck that shit up. Alright, I'll bite. Do it. Do it up, baby. My first shot in this video game, and it is for a stationary fella. Don't fuck it up. I fucked it up. There we go. Not my... getting that timing down is going to take some getting used to, for sure. And what's nice is that I don't think the reload is magazine-based. I think it is bullet-based. So if I reload now, I don't think it'll waste the other 5. But I'm like a little bit nervous. I'm going to hold off because in the animation, of course, is the whole clip getting discharged. So I'll play it safe. I'll play it safe for the time being. I'll wait until we're down to like 1 shot before it's time to reload, and do that as an experiment. I don't want to waste the 5 bullets or risk wasting the 5 bullets. First aid kit, nice. More ammo, yes. Spent 2 bullets, gained I think 7. Pile of garbage. Someone's throwing out perfectly good bullet boxes and first aid kits with the garbage. Come on, man, that's perfectly usable. Something's blocking from the other side. Of course they are. Of course they is. Bunch of fucking blood. It looks fresh. You best believe there's gonna be some shit over there. Station. Slowly taking over the environment. Doesn't look slow at all. It looks pretty quick to me. Bunch of dudes. They're all dead. They look pretty dead and also pretty emaciated. The smell is awful. A shiny. Can I get the shiny? Oh, it's like just on the other side. I thought it was like on the actual... the bars themselves. I don't think it is. It looks like leggings. Yeah, I thought this because her skin is like she's fairly what's the term, like fair skinned. Like in this scene right here, she's fair skinned. So you're right, the white pants does make it look like just no pantaloons and just a very tight and potentially uncomfortable wedgie. But in other lighting situations, it looks like just normal ass pants. Normal ass pants, even. So 2 big scary looking directions to go. Heavy infestation. I feel like the haunted house is what we ought to do first. Bumper cars. Yeah, let's do haunted house first. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the haunted house, man. Oop, oop. Seems like if you're moving slow, at least in my case, I'm less likely to get kind of turned around when the camera shifts. When you're moving fast, that's where it's easy to kind of get turned around a little bit. Twisted, turned upside down. Heavy. Over on this side. Oh, I see a shiny. Or a glowing something, at least. Can I, like, reach across? Oh, if I can, actually. Ah, here it is. Is it another Healy fella? Antibody? Yes. I'm gonna guess that's to stave off infection. Look at that limited inventory size right there. Immunity from biohazardous infections. Good to know. Good to know. Alrighty, Rudy, absolutely. But again, inventory size is starting to fill up a bit. That might become a point where I need to store some stuff. Yeah, in fact, I might even be tempted to store the safe cracking fellers. Shopkey, yeah. Medical looks pretty cool. Alright. Alright. By the way, Ogalso says, we do have a video. Let's take a look-see. It's a quickie. Quick and dirty, just the way I like them. Oop, pause. Good. Alright, here we go. Oop, oop. There we go. Yep. Like the doggy. Yep. Fushimi and Audi. Over there in July. With all the gates. I know. Japan guy. I can't help it. I can't help it. I remember that shit. I like the doggy. That's a very good doggy. This video is simultaneously feels ancient and also very relevant. But never buy no weed from gas station, bro. No titles, no context. That's right. You didn't find this video. It found you. Disturbing Eldritch horror video, bro. The fuck internet theory. Can we talk more about the pregnant internet theory? Breach the culture barrier. Knowing it, yeah, without even knowing it, that I felt the joy of summer break for just a moment. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The title is, I don't think there is a title. I think it is an untitled video. Or if there is a title, yeah, I mean, there's things I can't read, obviously. From the dog owner. What the dog doing? Mythical homepage poll. That is an impressive homepage poll. Yeah, what the fuck? Cargo pockets. Oh, wait. Do you mean like cargo pockets on the thong directly? Or like cargo shorts over... Or yeah, cargo shorts under like a very tasteful thong. What a relaxing song with nature sounds. But what the fuck is this? Smiley be frightened. The answer is yes. Random nameless dog video. You made me feel pretty happy, strangely enough. I mean, the audio is very pleasant. Random jump scare. Yep. Disturbing and comforting. I'm with you. I'm with you. Is the dog wearing, like, underwear? It's all a little weird, man. It's all just a little weird. Yeah, cargo pockets on the thong. I mean, then it's a tactical thong. So then it's classy. And then it's classy. Yeah, Velcro pockets. There you go. Velcro, the classiest and tacticaliest. The door cam thing. Yeah, I've not watched that video. I'm aware of it. I have not watched it, but I'm aware that it's been like making the rounds lately. It's not just to know what we're watching. We just have to observe it and appreciate it for what it is. I'm with you, Ogasso. Yeah. You could even like apply that audio to something fucked up. I mean, I would just, you know, only look at the parts that weren't distressing, and I would try to focus on the audio. A snow shovel? I think it's something else. This one was like pretty recent. There's something more tactical than Velcro. It's called Mole or Mole. I'm not actually familiar. I'm not actually familiar with like Mole or Mole. But if it's even better than Velcro, I mean, I'm not even sure if that's an option. You're telling me that it's gonna be better than like sneakers that we all wore when we were like 8 or 9, that were actually, no, maybe even younger than that, like 6 or 7. Oh, 6 or 7, where like, you know, it's like tying your shoes is one thing, but Velcro is so much easier and quicker, and you get that when you like when you apply or when you unapply the Velcro. I mean, that's the good shit, man. That's the good shit, man. It's even more tactical, like Molly. We out here doing Molly. That's a Molly. Hey, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I did hear about a Farsight, and I'm like, I'm not like opposed to, you know, talking about it or people watching it, but no, it's like I haven't watched it because I'm like, I don't know if I want to see like. It sounds like a dude like having a psychotic break. I'm like, I don't need to observe it. I'm good. But I know that it's been making the rounds, and I know it's been like, I know it's been meme-ified. I've seen like some screenshots from it, so I'm like, yeah, it's a little fucky. A little fucky yucky. But let's get back into Ground Zero, and we're about to enter into the haunted house. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's going to entail. Oh, baby. Oh, well, this looks lovely. So, is this part of the exhibit? Oh, okay. Just a fake, still pretty gross. I was like, well, I mean, I wouldn't put it past this game to throw a tentacle claw bitey boy in a place like this. I'm hearing some noises. Y'all hearing some noises? I'm hearing some noises. And I'm seeing some things. Seeing these boys. Nothing unusual. You sure? I mean, it's a little weird. It'd be a little unusual. As a treat. So I see a shiny over on the other side. How games like this are. We gotta go for the shinies. So I'm gonna guess this is like get on the ride. Oh, map update. That's cool. Neat. Ghost train controls, you say. There's a thing. I like how it shows you what the pickups are. It's kind of neat. Ghost train ride. Run through the tracks, but I gotta get it operational. Fully operational Death Star, like the coffins. Coffins. Ammo. Can I stack these puppies? Can't do it. The antibodies. So we'll leave that there for now. So Magnum, Thong, and Knife. It's a pretty powerful combo. Very iconic. Yeah. The downside is that the Magnum, I'm sorry, the Thong is not in our inventory. It's just a thing we're wearing. So blasé and like boring and normal. Because technically what she brought is knife, gun, and ammo. Everything else is just bonus. Activate the ride. I need the key. Oh, okay. We just have the, oh, can I look at that face, by the way? Meh. We have the key for the gift shop. But not for the haunted house. So we'll come back in a minute once we get the key for this cool little place. We'll be back. Back for that one. So there was also a door this way, I believe. That looks enticing for the bumper cars. It's locked though, of course it is. Gotta find that gift shop. And I think the gift shop was the one with the blood pooling on the outside, looking very spooky and messy and gross. Listen, right here. Gift shop key. Which means I can go acquire the one thing we couldn't pick up just now. I'll go real fast. I'll go real fast. Oh, this way. Right. There we go. Ooh, excuse me. That way I'll be so prepared. So prepared. Oh, I can't just do a little shortcut though. I gotta walk all the way around. Alright. Yeah, I can see you almost fitting a pistol and a thong, and a tactical thong. Tactathong, if you will. But where the extra mags go, don't worry about the extra magazines. Don't worry about the extra vagazines. Fanny pack and a drop leg holster. Now that makes more sense. Because yeah, if we're talking like the ultimate zombie apocalypse dream fit / tactical loadout, you gotta have a fanny pack in there somewhere. Somewhere, somehow you need the fanny pack. That's a given. Alright. Flashlight is on. Like Donkey Kong. Saved. Ammo here. Ammo. I saw the one on the left. I thought, wait, my face is covering it, but I thought it was just like floating in the air for a moment. Can't grab that one. I can scan this fellow though. Medicinal serums. Healing wounds and curing poison. Relative ease and effectiveness. Cool. So vitality, heal stuff, fitness, rejuvenates and fortifies, stamina and increasing defense, antibody, infection and immunizes. It doesn't say for how long, but I'm gonna guess it's temporary. Tactical fanny pack. Right now, actually, I'm not aware of tactical fanny packs, but I like as being an honest to goodness thing. But if it's an honest to goodness thing, I'm kind of here for it, honestly. There was a very brief moment in time where fanny packs kind of were like a fashion thing. That kind of came back for a little bit there, and I was secretly hoping they'd like really stick, because I think they're fun. I think they're fun. And of course, I know the whole original idea with the fanny pack is that it would go over the booty, but most of us back in the day, we would wear it so it's like just above, like on the pelvis, like on the front side. So I know it's kind of a misnomer, but I like to think that there's potential. You can combine them, by the way, to enhance or modify. And they tell you straight up what the combinations can do, which is nice. Same color means it boosts the base effect. Combine the colors means combines the base effect of each serum. So far, there's no mention of increasing things. Increasing max stamina, increasing max health. There is increasing defense, which is nice. Fundamental effects can be enhanced or combined. Large doses of a single color can have physiological effects. There we go, permanently improving. So if you get the triple, oh baby, the triple, that might do it. That might do it. So worth keeping an eye out for. Very nice. So what I could do is I could like go ahead and load up the antibodies, but I might need to heal before that. And I think going for the triple probably is the way to do it. I also wonder if there's eventually ways to increase the inventory, because it's weird that there's like an empty space here. So I do wonder. And I'm intending to plunder things for my own personal gain. You can see where the blood extends that way. And dare I say, I hear like a light shuffling. Also, I like this. All the blood on screen. And she's like, there's nothing unusual. Fanny and the Boonie Hat. I don't think I'm familiar with Boonie Hat unless we're talking about oh wait, no, I don't know what that is. Here's to know what the Boonie Hat is. Or unless you meant the Bonnie Hat. And it looks like Bonnie the dog because she's a good sweetie dog. She's a good girl. Oh, Bucket Hat. Okay, yes, I'm familiar with those. And that, of course, was a hella 90s thing. No question. Go there. Alright. Now, do I need to be, like, really careful and tactical with my use of gun? We'll try melee for a bit. We'll see. I'm sure there will be dudes that have to be dealt with range. Here we go, baby. Nope. But we're about to hurt him.
물러서세요. 경고합니다. 제 말 들립니까? 저는 치명적인 무력을 사용할 권한이 있습니다. 사용하게 만들지 마세요. 저는
Do it. Take the shot. Oh, Jesus. Unexpected. Kick him in the nuts. Oh, we got the fucking boot knife. Hell yeah. I saw that little, like, metal piece down the side. I wondered what that was. That's sick as hell. Oh, get out. Get out of here. Oh, E. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I like, lost my... There we go. Bah. Okay, so there's... I don't know if there's a way to parry that. Do you just press it? Yeah, just press it a bunch. Okay. Okay. I don't know if there's a way to parry when they grab you, necessarily. I think it's just time to shoot.
It's doing something to the bodies here.
I've seen it too. A dog and...
A human?
Yes.
Oh my god. Are you safe now?
I'm okay. Targets are neutralized.
So this thing can infect any dead bodies it finds? Humans, animals, everything?
Perhaps. But I don't think it's just puppeting these bodies. I think it's mutating them.
Yeah. God only knows what might be out there. Stay safe, Salyan. Good luck.
So I think my intentions were noble to go all melee here. But if they're going for grabbies, I have a lot of ammo. We're gonna try gun for a bit. And we're gonna see just like how many shots it takes to bring these guys down. Kind of dog demon fella. Because if it's one of those where it takes like 10 shots to kill something, alright, that's on me. But if we can take them down quickly, with only like maybe a really well placed headshot, or even better, like that critical shot, where you do this thing and you get the little reticle thing. I can nail the timing at least. Oh, scan the dead bodies. And you real quick. New data. Perfect. Oh, I guess that's a nice thing too. If I take him down with melee, then the quality is a lot better. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna need a heal in a little bit here. I'm gonna go ahead and insert into healing needle. It's back. Yeah, there it is. Then I'm gonna grab this other one, and then I'm gonna look for a third one and get a nice juicy heal. Here. So on with the triple G, baby. This sick ass boot sword, yeah, because I noticed. Yeah, you can see like in the back there's like that little metal something, and I couldn't exactly tell what I was seeing, but I was like, yeah. Seeing that in the cutscene made me big happy. Curious if we could like follow where he jumped through the door there. Jumped through the wall. Shiny there, probably a key. It's a key. Bumper cars, that's where we're going next, baby. Yeah. Because, yeah, you're exactly right, Meerkat. Sometimes in other, like, video games and movies where the zombies start doing their thing, it's, it takes them, like, a little bit to, like, truly grasp what it is. These guys, it's like, nope, I'm ready to throw down. Fucking murder them. Research. Oh, okay, that's neat. Research points. So I guess that you can use those to make purchases at shops eventually. That's what I'm assuming the genome points are all about. I guess the idea is if you either take them down with a nice, well-placed headshot, or take them down with melee, the body's in better condition. So you can use your points to, like, make more purchases, that kind of thing. So you do have a vested interest to play smartly and take things down neatly. Here we go. I'm gonna assume... Boy. Yeah, headshot. Headshot. So 2 shots with the headshot. You get good. Not bad, not bad. Wait, was there something behind me? Ooh. It's weird aiming the opposite direction. Yep, there's a fella. Oh boy. Oh no. I'm gonna struggle here. I need to get, like, a better lineup. Hup. Hup. Oh boy. Oh no. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I am not... Oh no. I am lacking the coordination for this. Oh, I'm in trouble. Well, the good news... And with the jukes. Hup. Hup. We have the auto aim, right? Yeah, auto aim. Which helps. Oh shit. There we go. Hup. Oh man. It's weird. It's real. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh, I'm in trouble. Nope, you. Shit. Oh man, I'm gonna struggle with this a lot. I guess I could try melee. Ooh, no. Oh no, I'm really struggling with this. It is really, really hard getting this aiming down. Okay, there we go. What are we at right now? So I gotta reload anyway. This is gonna take some real hard getting used to. I think I'm gonna have to rely more on the auto lock. Kind of help center my vision. But the shifting camera, oh my fucking god. I wonder, man, I really like how much freedom I have, like right now at least with moving around and aiming. But man, when the camera is reversed, you struggle so much. Oh, how do you, wait, hold on, what was it? Oh, I saw the thing, but I didn't read in time. There's like a execution option, but I don't know what it is. Oh man, it's real hard to do. Oh, it's real hard to do. And every time the camera shifts, you kind of have to like reset everything. Okay. So what's the finisher move? Scan the dead bodies. Yeah, I think there was a, I think it told me somewhere. Okay, it's just left click. It's just left click. All right. Back. Okay. All right, Jeep. Gonna be good. Yep. Whew. So yeah, this is gonna be a little rough. I'm wondering if I should change the sensitivity, because I really like the freedom of like being able, like I feel like I have like very good control. But maybe what I should be doing is really locking in on the like toggle targets thing, which kind of centers you, and then lower the sensitivity. But I don't know. I feel like that with the lowered sensitivity, that I would still have issues with lining up shots correctly. I think I just gotta get good. I think I just gotta like kind of get used to it. But it feels really, really, really clunky. Try not to pause. Yeah, well, no, I appreciate that, Meerkat. And it's not like, you know, the game gives you the grace of you have the directional dodge, which helps. The enemies telegraph their attacks pretty well. Like the dog was like, yeah, like it's not like, oh fuck, like there's moments to kind of time your dodges and shit. On the one hand, I want to get good with melee. I really want to get good with melee, but that's going to be a bit of a tall order, I do think. So we'll see. We have bumper cars, I think. Yeah, that's where we're going next. Oh no, that's what this is actually. This is bumper cars. Yeah. Yeah. Do I save first? I kind of got fucked up. Let's keep going. Let's keep going and save after we get done here. What I was about to say was, in games like this, I usually try to avoid combat if I can help it. But we might not have that too much. Oh, man. Oh, man. So you can sprint and reload, which is nice. Uh-oh. Missed. Oh, no, I didn't miss. Okay. Good quality. Nice! So we get that real good headshot. It's still only a good quality. 666 gnome points. Genome points, by the way. You get that really well placed headshot. That's the critical headshot. It'll just fucking auto murder those dudes, the standard fellas, which is good. But the lesson learned here, yes. Lesson learned here is that you have to absolutely get good with melee if you want to preserve like perfect specimens. It's a shame that the bad guys notice you instantly, because, yeah, it means you're not really able to do stealth. At least not yet. Maybe there'll be a little more of that later on. I do feel like I've gone through quite a bit of ammo, so... Earlier I was like, man, I got like 40 bullets, I have so much ammo. But that's the thing, if you get that critical headshot, as long as you kind of, like, take your time and try to line up the shots and get good, you can very quickly dispatch a bad guy, which is nice. Also, I love the little dinosaur friends. It's very cute. That's a good dinosaur friend. The bumper cars. Can I not actually like wander around amongst the cars? Because I figure there might be stuff in the actual arena itself. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I just missed this. Can I hop on? I know we're a little bit injured, but if you're trying to keep your intestines from spilling out, a lot of jostling and bumping back and forth with bumper cars is really good for you. You know, it's very, very, very healthy. Safe cracking split. Yep, and that should probably stack. I'll also appreciate the, you know, the butt crack shot as we lean down to pick that up. No, that does stack, which is nice. This is nifty. But I'm a gamer, and we don't need that, obviously, because we're just never going to miss, and we're just always going to solve these things like professionals. And you can check the map to show you pickups that you've otherwise missed, which is nice. It's very nice. Now, I don't think the aiming is bad, necessarily, but it's real weird, and it takes a lot of getting used to. It reminds me a lot of the aiming in Crow Country. Crow Country had a similar thing where you right-click and you like to aim at something, but you did have fine control over, do you want to go for a headshot, body shot, limb shot, and it was up to you to line up the shot. The difference there is that it wasn't a fixed camera. When it's a fixed camera, that, I don't know. On the one hand, the game really wants you to be precise and rewards you for doing so. But the fixed camera kind of steps on that a little bit. It kind of like gets in the way of that because, I mean, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the weird one here, but when I play games like this, I want to move around. I want to like reposition and be tactical. So it's a bit of a shame where you're like aiming a shot, and then, oh, sorry, the camera changed. And that kind of throws everything off. So you have to kind of recollect yourself. So it's a little weird, but I think I just got to get used to it. I think we just got to get good. And we got the penis raid. It's a good day when I get the penis raid, man. It's a good day. It's a good day for a good old penis raid. Thank you for the good penises. From the homies, if anyone knows what kind of penis I enjoy, it's the homies, man. It's the friendos. Thank you, friendos, for being here. We're playing a cool little spooky game that just came out tonight. Today, rather. Just came out today. It says Ground Zero. You might have heard me just kind of pontificating on things that I find are maybe not perfect about this game. I have some mild critiques, and it basically comes down to explosive barrel. Hey, there we go. Explosive barrel. No, it comes down to, you can probably tell, like, you have fine control. Oh, I missed. Shit. Over, like, the headshots and shit, which is cool. Damn, I still suck at this. Headshot. You know what? God damn it. I have to reload anyway. I have to reload. Fuck. I'm gonna look like such a dumbass as I stream this game a lot. I still can't get it. Shit. Oh, it's so weird when you're like in the opposite direction. I'm gonna look like a dumbass a lot. Like when it's straight on like this and it's behind you, it's actually pretty easy. But boy, is it weird. Yeah, I mostly like this, but I have what feels like maybe a slight critique over how the game wants you, or at least rewards you, if you are being precise with your headshots. There's the like critical headshot mode, where if you line up the shot and do this extra thing, you have a little timing game. You still have to land the shot, and you can't move while you're doing this. But if you hit, if you fire while it's in the red zone, it's like big critical damage. And if you hit that on a headshot, it's incredible crit damage. You know, let's see if I can get it. But like a lot of things have to line up for that, and it's really tricky, I think. Shit. I still can't fucking get it, man. And it's not like it's that much of a missing target, but I'm like trying to look at the dude. Yeah, it's, you can't move while you're doing that. And of course, when you're like this and you're aiming, the mouse controls are reversed. Because you move to the left and your guy moves to the right. Right. Oh, shit. So let's see if I can get this. There we go. So, on the one hand, it very much incentivizes you to be very precise, but the tools that it gives you to do that are a little bit tricky. But in the game's credit, it does give you things like, I mean, I'm able to move around and reposition pretty well. It gives you a dodge. And you have the option between tank controls or modern controls. I chose modern controls. So that helps a lot. That does help a lot. But yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate that you have these two competing philosophies that are kind of like butting into each other. The idea of fixed cameras and kind of that more like old school mentality of how the game presents itself and how the encounters tend to flow, versus you want to line up with precision and you want to get the headshots, you want to get the good timing. But at the same time, as I'm kind of thinking through it more, the whole point might be to be like, yes, that's the whole point. You're supposed to feel panicked and feel rushed and feel like there's just not enough time and not enough, like, not resources to handle everything properly. It's supposed to be panicky. So I think it's not so much that the game, that like what they're going for is flawed or like incorrect or bad, but I think it's just the game asks a lot of you and you just got to get good. I think at the end of the day, I just got to get good. So anyway, this game just came out today. I mean, the presentation is great and there's a lot here that I like. So I'm definitely incentivized to play more, but now that we've had our first couple combats, I'm like, ooh, it's a little wobbly. It's a little wobbly, and I'm a little disappointed by how it feels, but I suspect it might get easier as we go along. By the way, we have the heal fella. I don't have enough space, though. Well, I guess I could go back and deposit one of these things. I might have to do that. But anyway, Grats. Thank you for that raid, my man. We got Jet, by the way, with the resub. Thank you for that, my man. 76 years. That's a long time. Thank you, everyone, for raiding Penis First, which is how I like to live my life. Very nice of you. Thank you, Jet, for shouting out Mr. Gratoffy, doing some Tamagotchi life. Very nice. Grats, am I allowed to share the clip that you shared with me and Jet? I'm not one to leak my DMs. I'm not a DM leaking kind of guy. But am I allowed to share the one that you sent Jet and I, because that's a good one? And then I'll also ask you, Grats, if you have any clips of yours you want to share, because you know that's my favorite way of asking, or of expressing gratitude, rather. Gratitude, if you will. He says there's a part 2. If there's a part 2, yes. So we'll show the first one, and then if you have the second one, we'll watch both. And then if there's any other clips of yours, yeah, I'll share the original, and then if you have the part 2, we'll watch the part 2. And then it's your choice. Those are my requests, and then if you have any clips to share, then you may absolutely be my guest. Is this on hard? I chose normal for this one. I chose normal difficulty. I wonder if it shows anywhere. I don't know if it shows anywhere, but I'm pretty sure that I chose normal difficulty. Pretty sure I chose normal. What I would like to do is I would like to heal with this third green serum fella, but I don't have the juice for it. So what I'll instead do is I'll see if I can find another safe, you know, the signal modulator thing. The like safe where I can store things. I'll leave that for the time being. We've gone through quite a bit of ammo, and I'm a little bit concerned that's going to be an issue sooner than later. So I feel like I need to like get good with melee also fairly sooner than later. There we go, man. There we go. Says we're caked up. Oh yeah, you mean the protagonist lady? I mean, she's got it going on. Let's be real. The tactical situation going on. It's probably it looks uncomfortable if we're being real. Looks a little bit uncomfortable. I hope she's okay. I mean, she is wounded, but you know what I mean. I hope she's like generally okay with this. What I can only assume is standard issue. I don't see the fellas riding the wedgie necessarily. With the dude characters. We've only seen the one dude character so far. Here has been obliterated. Oh, right. Yeah, the giant hole in the floor. I see that one. But like I said, Grats, yeah, if you have any clips you want to share, you can absolutely be my guest. You can absolutely be my guest. I'd love to see anything you have to share with us, especially if there's like a part 2 to the one I'm thinking of, because that makes me big happy. Big happy. Do we get to go on the roller coaster? Oh, it's a merry-go-round. It's a merry-go-round. Here we go. I know that the dude should have the sexy thong too. It's only fair. Only fair. That's right. That's right, man. When I think of merry-go-round, here, there's a couple things. So there's a couple things to share. When I think of merry-go-round, our friend Dave posted this earlier in the Discord server. So when they were a translator, they worked for an ambassador for Hungary, so they took them to, and some Japanese politicians on a tour, and she was trying to circumtranslate merry-go-round to the Japanese individuals, Japanese politicians, and they were like, wait, how do I describe a merry-go-round? Because it's kind of a weird, like, the phrase is something a lot of English speakers know, but how do you describe it to someone who might not have that as a standard thing in their nomenclature? So she was saying, well, it's like a horse tornado for children. And they were like, what the fuck? And eventually she described it, and they figured out, they said, oh yeah, in Japan we call those merry-go-rounds. So there you go. Some things transcend language barriers. And then here, so here's part 1. Here's part 1 of the Gratz video. You get a part 3? I'm down. I'm down. Give me the part 3 so long as you're comfortable. You don't have to, but I am extremely down. I'm extremely down. So this is very relevant to
Penises.
Yes, this is extremely relevant to what we were just talking about.
Penises. Tell me, Grat, did you see that report on TV yesterday? The one about penises?
I know all about it.
Of course I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been itching to talk to someone about it.
Itching!
Fascinated.
Itching to.
I've been wanting to talk with someone about penises.
Me too, honestly.
Let's be friends, and then we can talk about
Let's be penis buddies. And then they bow very politely. So that's part 1. That's part 1. And then here's part 2. It's a whole saga. It's a whole goddamn saga, baby. Here we go. That's part 1. Look at that. Look at that smug face. Look at that smug grin. You already know it's gonna be a good one. You already know.
Good evening.
I don't know why they're the Sepians. I'm not sure what's going on with that.
I want to be friends with Lipsy.
Great thinking.
What should we talk about?
I really appreciate there's no one like the second option is what else? Great. It says great. Or no, they say grat. Never mind.
Oh, I gave up. So I played on the Switch 2 to Switch 1 today. The context for this is on my Switch 2. So- oh my god.
That's good.
Can't just
I love how there's not like a second or third option. It's just this one or type something else. So that's part 2. And then part 3. The saga continues.
Good evening, Lipsy.
Why do they call her Lipsy?
Do you feel like talking about
Here it is.
butts?
Even better.
Question for you, Grat. You can choose between butts and penises. What do you do?
Ah, I love it.
I guess I'd pick butts.
oh my god.
Really? Well, if that's the case, we're gonna get along just fine. Let's be friends.
Wow,
And-
that penis decision is gonna haunt me forever, isn't it?
And whoever said that Nintendo only makes games for kids? Whoever said that? Whoever said that is full of shit and full of dick too, apparently. Incredible. Now see where I come from, in my home country, the debate that transcended the ages was, are you a boobs man or a butt man? Are you a this or a that? But you know, I can appreciate that we're inclusive and we say, hey bro, are you a penis man or are you a butts man? I mean, there's something for everybody. There's something for everybody, and it's a beautiful thing. Jet says, wait, hold up. He says there's a Google Translate thing we can do. Hold up. I'm curious. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Google Translate. And we need to hear the audio for it, right? Here we go. I'm gonna grab this. Copy and paste. I'm gonna assume this is extremely relevant. And it's gonna be good. Enter text. Here we go. Let's listen. Oh, crap. Wrong thing. Sorry. This one?
메리고라운드.
Oh, it's cute. It's actually very cute. So anybody curious, that's the merry-go-round Japanese translation. And yeah, I mean, I've not studied any Japanese at all, and of course, I watch some anime from time to time. Grace and I are watching Tokyo Vice, by the way. We're really enjoying it on HBO Max. So you're hearing some Japanese being spoken quite a bit in that show, and it is always fun when you hear something said that is, it's just a there's not like a direct, proper, fully Japanese translation. It's just like phonetically it sounds kind of like the word we know or the phrase we know.
메리고라운드.
I like how it's slow it is. That's very cute. That's very cute. I love that a lot. That's very good. Thank you, Gratz, for that fucking trilogy. For that trilogy of incredible, incredible videos and clips. I'm a better human person for having watched those. That is enhanced my life. I think it also increased my life expectancy by at least a couple of years. So yeah, that's incredible, man. It says it caught me off guard. If there was ever an incentive to get my lazy ass to buy that game and start playing it with y'all, that's a pretty darn good one. Y'all out here talking about penises and butts, and I'm over here playing stupid-ass video games for nerds. I'm missing out here, man. I'm missing the boat. Right, I may be saying that, like, there is some difficulty with sharing the content. Maybe that's why. They're called loan words. Interesting. Interesting. I legit did not know that. Yeah, Jet, I'm in the same boat, man. It's like, man, I'm missing out. I'm missing the goddamn boat. I'm out here looking like a fool. Looking like a fool with my pants on the ground. Thank you, though, to Gratz, though. Thank you for that raid. And as always, if there was any, like, fun streams you have coming up, if there's anything you got planned for, say, this weekend, or if you have plans for the near future, down to talk shop. I always love hearing what the homies are up to. Also, I can't remember if I mentioned to you, Gratz, but it has been a minute for me, selfishly, since I've done some Zelda Randomizer. I would be lying to you if I haven't felt the itch, the itchy scratches of, like, some Zelda Randomizer, ooh, and then, you know, rubbing my nipples a little bit. So, so if you found yourself thinking to yourself, man, the Majora's Mask randomizers I've been doing have been too smooth and are getting done too quickly, what if I could pair up with a couple homies, one of them especially being a slow dumbass, it me, who will drag my ass down, and a ball and chain, an anchor to drag our asses down. I will be the anchor to drag you guys down. If you don't want, if you're just tired of your runs being too smooth, counterattack, parry. You know what? Fuck it. Let's try it. Let's try it. When would I ever fuck this up? Time for melee, baby. I would never fuck this up. Yes, if you were sick and tired of your runs being too smooth and easy, I am down to clown till I'm 6 feet underground. Got a tournament coming up. That's exciting. Senpokapia, to more Tamagotchi. So something is releasing soon. I'm curious. I'm curious what you got. What you got for some soon releases. As I know a lot of really good stuff just came out. Like, I feel like the last, like, few weeks, or like week or two especially, there's been a lot of interesting things come out recently. Haunted House Ghost Train Key. We definitely want that too. So we'll need to put some stuff in storage. I was kind of hoping we could find one of those little storage thingies just kind of wandering around. We at least have this door open for easy access. That's nifty. Like, I'm trying to see if I can do the, like, preview of the counterattack thing, but you can only do it when it's an actual parry. A proper parry action. I think we just have to go back then. Gotta go back to that one storage place to pop some things in. Which is fine. Which is fine by me. Let's just do that. Oh, shit. Go back to this main area then. There we go. There we go. Oh, like Twilight Princess. Yeah. Would it be a recompile? Is that the word? When it's like on PC? Yeah, a recomp project or a trying to think of like other. There's I guess like different kinds of ports. There's recomp versus I don't know. There's like other you know what I mean? They're like different flavors. Yeah, decomp versus recomp. Okay, yeah, like a native PC port. That's exciting. Man, I haven't played Twilight Princess since I first played it on the Wii so many goddamn moons ago. It's been a hot minute. But yeah, that's one I really ought to replay. And playing it on PC would be pretty slick. Be pretty slick. Pretty slicko and pretty sicko. I'd also be tempted to play the Wii U version just with like motion controls and stuff, but I'm sure the PC version would play real good. Real good like. So I'm gonna store these guys. And I guess that's it. I'm going to, you know what? I'll store those as well. Have I taken poison damage at all? I think like poison is something you like fairly obviously. Like we're wounded, but there's no mention of being in the danger zone. I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm just gonna store those. I think I'll store this one too. Store all those puppies. Keep the rest. I'll go and snag the things that I missed earlier. I think I'll go ahead and save. Actually, no, I'll save after we get these things. Meerkat says, Alex advertising being friends. Wait, oh yeah, like being a homewrecker. Yes. Well, I mean, I it's like I can try to lie and be like, nah, bro, I'm only gonna improve the gaming situation. You know, I'm such a cool and capable gamer. I could lie. I could be a darn dirty liar, or I tell it how it is. Gratz and Jet, they've known me long enough to know when I'm bullshitting. It's like they know when you squat up with Alex. You're not squatting up with Alex for like professional gaming purposes. You're not squatting up with Alex because he's so good at games, or because he's such a normal conversationalist and his commentary is so average and predictable, and he's not a brand risk, and he's not gonna scare away sponsor opportunities or new viewers or make people uncomfortable and or insatiably horny. Like, all these things are a given, obviously. So that's the downside. When you know someone long enough and well enough, certain things are inevitable. I'll take the serum. I'll take the modulator. Then I'm gonna go ahead and inject this bad boy, but I'm actually gonna hold off on healing it, on using it, because I want to make sure my vitals are like down to clown. They're like down in the sad zone versus being like just a little sad. A little sadge. I don't think there was anything else. I think there was... a little bit surprised there's no interactions with the merry-go-round as far as I can tell. Yeah, can I like just... I can't like enter proper the merry-go-round. I think you're just like, we're just there to appreciate it from afar. Because I kind of want to like meander around, meander through it, but I don't think we can meander. Gracie and I are watching Euphoria. For me, it's the first time. So we're on season 1 right now. We're on season 1 of Euphoria. We just watched episode like 4 or 5, and there was a fairly, if you know, you know, type of scene involving a merry-go-round in the episode we just watched. It was the carnival episode, if you remember, from season 1 of Euphoria. If you know, you know. No spoils, but it involved an actress of a certain reputable, if you will, actress having a vulnerable moment that was, you know, maybe a little bit embarrassing, and that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, because it's a little bit fucked. It's a little bit fucked up. There's some stuff that happens in that show. I don't know if you're aware that things happen to people in that show. The darndest thing. The darndest thing. It'll probably get yeah. I think it's only a matter of time, really. It's only a matter of time before the fun stuff starts happening with that one. Because yeah, I do love me some Twilight Princess, and man, oh man, what I ought to do is play it just on my own at some point, just to refamiliarize myself. That's why I haven't played Wind Waker Randomizer, because I'm so out of practice with Wind Waker. I could probably fumble my way through a randomizer, but I should probably be like somewhat good, like get somewhat good with it before I get weird with it. Haunted House, that's right. On to the Haunted House, baby. Yeah, baby. Never played the Wii version? Yeah, I've only played the Wii version. I've heard the GameCube version is also great, though. Helldivers, man, I love Helldivers, and I get got so often in that game, but man, it's fun. Yeah, things happening to people in a TV show, hard to imagine, but it's true. Wind Waker Rando, yeah, I've seen the character customization, and that does look very, very fun. I think the idea is I just kind of follow it. I'm gonna laugh if the next one starts moving and I get my ass run over by his ass. And I'm guessing if you bring up the menu, it does pause the game. So it's a haunted house. Ooh, there's gonna be like fog. So there's probably gonna be like actual bad guys, and then just pretend bad guys. So like there's this fella over here, just a prop monster. Nothing of interest. So these are just fake bad guys, but there's gonna be real bad guys inevitably. Archipelago. You know what? I've really been enjoying watching Archipelago streams lately. And you know, that's another thing too, Jet and Gratz. If we were ever in a situation where Alex said, man, I want to play Ocarina, and Gratz said, man, I want to play Majora, and Jet said, bro, I want to play Wind Waker, we could have, all three of us could have that cake and eat it too. Well, okay, that metaphor doesn't really work. But all three of us could have what we want through the magic of Archipelago. So that is something to consider, and it's something I've actually never done. I've never done an Archipelago before. The closest thing I've done to Archipelago would be the combo randomizer. So if we were ever in a situation where it's like, not being shackled to a game you were kind of so-so on, would be definitely an option. Would be a option of all time. I've got a good feeling about these fellas. Monster Dog, I promise it's just a prop, bro. Probably just a prop. So yeah, that'd be something I'd definitely be down for in the future. Archipelago shenanigans. I really appreciate when you take out the blade, the knife, she goes like, whoosha. So it's not just like I got my knife, it's like a little flip blade, switchblade fella. Whoosha. We're hearing some like classic haunted house noises. Also, that looks just a slight bit ominous. If I go the wrong way, oh. Block the path. I mean, you could like crawl underneath there, lady. Come on. Completely block the path. Shit, man. Yeah, that'd be a good opportunity to try Archipelago, get it going. I know that Archipelago as a utility hasn't been around as long as, say, Ocarina of Time Randomizer or Majora's Mask Randomizer. Well, maybe it came out around the time of Majora's Mask Randomizer, because I guess Majora's Mask Randomizer hasn't been around for like years and years and years. But I think it's been fine-tuned to the point now where it's like pretty easy to get set up and pretty reliable. Oh shit. Not nearly as like weird or crashy or anything like that. I'm gonna go for the block. All right. Oh. There we go. Shit. How do you do the counter? Shit. Can't remember how you do it. Options. How do you do the counter? It is block attacks. Yeah. I thought it was dodge in their direction. Maybe I'm still not getting the timing down. Let's try it again. Back. I'm getting the blocking down at a more reliable rate. Shit. Can't get it. What I'm doing wrong? I thought it was space. Maybe it's not. I thought it was dodge in their direction. I wonder if there's a thing I can read to remind myself on what it was. Weapon. Block attacks. Execute. Auto aim. Aim weapon. Block attacks. Shoot downed enemies, right. Switch target. Scan target. Yeah, directional dodge. Reports. Took the secrets. Crap. I can't remember. I could. Let's try a couple of the buttons, because I've got the timing down for the pause. Oh, I think my internet just pooped. Hold on. Lost connection, specifically. Okay, no, I think we're fine. Yeah, we might. Oh no, actually, we're not fine. Oh shit, we're dropping hella frames. I'm gonna give it a moment. I think we're good. Yeah, I think it blipped out a little bit there. It blipped out a little bit there. We good. We good. Oh, and Master Train raises a good point. Yeah, Master Train raises a good point. We could always, you know, for folks that wanted to do so, we could open it up and have other people participate with their own archipelagos, not just have it be in our own little, like, you know, if we wanted to have it closed up with just the three of us, or open it up. Of course, the nice thing about having it closed is that, you know, it's everything is being streamed and everything is like immediately being interacted. But the nice thing when it's opened up like that is that it can go on for longer. And it's more of a communal effort and it's more of a long-term kind of thing. So both are valid suggestions, honestly. Both are valid options. I could have sworn it was dodge in his direction. Gosh, that was a standard block. Is it something else? Fuck. Maybe. That's not mouse click. Is it right click or E? Damn. I really wish I could look this up. They told us in the tutorial and I just cannot fucking remember. I wonder if I can look it up real quick. Ground zero game counterattack. Because that counterattack seems really neat. But of course the game literally just came out. So there's probably not... Oh, here we go. Press the dodge key to do a damage-dealing counterattack. Maybe you can't do it when you're injured? Hold on. Alright, well, the preview told me the text, but it's definitely dodge in that direction. Yeah, maybe I can't do it when I'm injured. Maybe that's what's going on here. Or maybe I'm not getting the timing down. Like, I think, like, when you block, like, it just kind of goes blip. When it's like that shiny one. Yeah, that's the dodge. Man, that's a bummer, because I really want to do that counterattack. It looks sick in the tutorial. Like mashing the button. Maybe you hold it? Yeah. Oh! You have to release... Okay, you have to release the block. Okay. To be honest, I don't know if I love that. Oh, shit. Oh! So you... Okay, when you're injured... There is no critical. You go from injured and then you're dead. I thought there'd be one more after injured, so that's on me. That's on me. Oh. So I haven't saved in a while. Oh, god damn it. Why'd I do that? That was stupid of me. No, I don't want to do training. Yeah. So the trick was you can't hold block to do the counterattack, which I don't think I like. I don't think I like that, because the block is... Like, you have to hold it for a little bit. It's not like in Dark Souls, where when you parry, it's like, you press the button, and it's like, right when you press the button. You have to, like, let the person get her arms up to get the block, and for parrying as well. So you're incentivized to hold the button to make sure the arms get up and can block and parry correctly. So it's weird that, in my mind, it's like, I have to make sure I hold the button, but then release when it's time to counterattack. That's a little bit weird, but I think you just kind of have to get used to it. There was an autosave. Let's grab the autosave. The autosave was here. Okay, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, it's possible. Maybe I should have checked. It's possible when you block. Maybe when you block, you lose a little bit of health. I think when you parry, you probably don't. But when you're just blocking with your bare hands, maybe you take a little bit of damage. It's entirely possible it was chipping and I didn't notice it. Oh, okay, so yeah, put us here again with the explosive fellas. There we go. And can I get the timing? No, I cannot. I can't be trusted. How many bullets? I have 2. It's so weird. It's still so weird, man. Inevitably, there'll be situations where I simply do not have the time or like the ability to like find a lineup that works conveniently. Like here, this perspective is perfect because it's over the shoulder. I still fucked it. God damn, it's really tricky. It's really tricky to do. Oh, no, don't reload. God damn it, wrong button. No, don't, no, yeah, shit. I'm pressing the wrong fucking buttons, man. There we go. I didn't even know there was a dude over there. I don't know if I ever actually killed that. Oh, actually, no, I think we did. Where am I aiming? I actually can't tell. It's too far. It's too close. It's too close. Back up. Yeah, when it's over the shoulder, then you have kind of what feels like a fighting chance. There we go. What a difference that makes, man. So when you kill with a headshot, that's good. If you fucking mutilate them with an explosion or something else, it's poor. Also, I think if you mutilate with an explosion, if it's like an enhanced bad guy, they will die and leave a corpse behind. But if it's like a regular fella, they fucking insta-gib and explode all over the place. So we don't even get to scan the dudes that we blew up with the barrels. Even blowing up with the barrel has some downsides for sure. Fortunately, I used up more ammo than I would have otherwise liked to. No, but fuck, I should have saved when we deposited the stuff in the safe. That would have saved me a lot of trouble and a lot of backtracking. Yeah, it's got the body scanned. We got Todd. What's up, Todd? Fighting zombies in a thong. It's a tactical thong, okay? I'll have you know, it's a tactical thong. It's totally different. Is my story, and I'm sticking with it. Tactathon, if you will. Right, so we know that if we follow this way, go all the way around. Anything I can grab? No, but I will open this one door. Whoops. Yeah, I don't have the inventory space to pick that one up, but I can open this one for sure. The awkward fixed cameras. It's a shame because the fixed camera thing, I think, works out really well in certain instances. I think the issue I have is that you have the precision of manual aiming plus the awkwardness of fixed camera. I think fixed camera was a great solution to the problem of like not having fine-tuned controls for aiming and stuff like that, because on like, you know, the old school PlayStation controller and just old school console controls, the lack of like sophistication with aiming meant that, yeah, there was like approximations and auto aims and things that kind of helped you meet in the middle. Whereas in this game, you know, we have the manual control scheme, or not manual, the modern control scheme, which is great and it feels good. But I think my issue is that it's the fixed camera angles that kind of make things feel so wobbly. Yet at the same time, if the whole game was like over-the-shoulder camera, like in Resident Evil 4, those kinds of games, it would probably make the game too easy. So I see why they did it this way, and I think you just kind of have to lean into the frustration and panic that comes with this kind of loadout. Also, I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, I went the wrong way. It's haunted house. So I'll say this much. I mean, I think the game is very good, but I could see the fixed camera thing merged with the manual aiming. I could see it scaring away some people. I could see some people being like, man, this game does a lot of things right, but there are certain things that kind of fuck the experience a little bit. And I could see it being a deal breaker for a certain kind of gamer. I don't think it's a deal breaker for me, but it's a deal damager for sure. I can feel it kind of impacting my fun level a little bit. I'm gonna hang on to the medkit. I'm gonna grab the other stuff. That's why I didn't save, because I had to grab the other stuff and I thought I would come back and I didn't. So let's save now. I can't be trusted. Do manual save. Because that's right, I forgot to come back and like save for real once I grabbed the things I wanted to grab. And that's how I got. But I think that's the thing too. You kind of learn how to roll with what the game throws at you. Learn how to like deal with the game, with your limitations and with the tools the game gives you, and kind of react accordingly. React and like work in the universe you're given with the tools that you're handed. So I tell myself that there's time for me yet to get good. to get good and also to feel comfortable with the game and how it controls. Because, yeah, like, I definitely don't feel comfortable with the controls. And I really enjoy when a game makes me feel empowered in that sense, where I feel capable. When you feel capable, when you feel like, yes, like, the game is still hard. It's not easy, but I feel, like, confident in, like, how I handle the controls and how I do this, how I do that. Like, I like that feeling of being like, here we go. The game is asking this of me, and I'm able to like, meet its expectations. So, like the game asks this, and I feel like I'm still kind of down here. So I need to, like, get good. And I think the melee combat will help with that a lot. For one thing, that means I'm relying less on ranged ammo and relying on less on those kinds of resources. And also, you get the benefit of getting more of those genome points, which I'm assuming is something you do for shops. For, like, buying stuff from shops. That's what I'm guessing, at least. We loaded it into the healer fella, and yeah, I'm gonna see if, like, there's a way to tell if you block, not parry, but if you block, do you like take chip damage? I bet it's possible that you do. I bet it's possible that you do, and I just never noticed that. So we're gonna try that same circumstance, but I'm gonna be a little bit more observant to my health bar. This is one of those games where there's no health bar indicator on screen on the UI. The UI is real barren in game, which is to say there isn't one. But when you pause, that's when it shows vitals wounded. I really thought there'd be another layer, and I think maybe there is. Versus healthy or wounded and nothing else. Healthy, wounded, or just dead. DED dead. That's it. You're dead. Do not collect go, or do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You are dead. Sucks to suck. Where am I? Oh, right. Haunted house. Right. Already did the bump cars. The bumpity cars. And of course, the haunted house being open is one thing, but then using this thing, get the little cars rolling. Past the spooky skeleton man. Words to life. Spooky. A proper haunted house. I'm gonna run past him because we already know there's nothing really interesting in this part of it. There are no pickups to be found. I do believe. Oops, shit. I do believe. But right here, where there's a giant asshole in the wall, a giant asshole, the best kind of asshole. Ready. Oh, he's coming from that side, I guess. All right. Ready to come from the foreground. So real quick, let's do some experimenting. So block. Yeah, the way she like kind of bops a little bit, still says wounded. Bop. Wounded. Yeah, it kind of like jostles her a little bit, but there's no like, oh. Oh shit, right. Release the block button first. What? There we go. Another block. Yeah, so it just says wounded. There's another block. Yeah, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there isn't one. Past wounded. Which is unfortunate. Takes a lot of counterattacks. They made it sound like the counterattack was a fuck ton of damage. Oh, maybe it's no damage. Maybe it's not... Yeah. Maybe I'm not actually hurting him. Okay, there we go. Takes a lot of hits to bring him down with the counterattack. Yeah, in the tutorial, it was like a powerful melee attack. I think it's less damage than just hitting them with their knife. But the benefit of that is condition is perfect. So you get big points for doing so. Well, in that case, yeah, so there was really nothing that made it seem like a regular hit would not just instantly kill me there. So I'm going to go and heal. And using the triple meant that it raised my max vitality and my defense. So our max health went up and our defense went up because we used the triple. So that's why you want to save for the triple and try to be tactical about when you use the heals and just other benefits. That part is nice. But it also comes to the territory because sometimes you're like, bro, I just need a heal. Like, it'd be nice to save up for the triple, but I also kind of want to not die. Now, that's where the medical kits come in handy, presumably. Do they stack? They do not stack, unfortunately. Oop. So, like this giant chest in the foreground. And it's always exciting seeing a big chest. Everyone loves seeing a big chest. Exit. I'm curious what that other direction was, that other hallway. Outside. Saved. Little autosave action. So yeah, what was the other hallway? I'm kind of curious. Yeah, I never saw an indication of you've entered the third category. Maybe when those guys grab you, they just do a fuck ton of damage, and we just got nudged over unfortunately quickly. But indications so far seem like it is you either are healthy or wounded, and then you are dead. With not really a tertiary option, like I would expect. That's all blockified. But I can't say that definitively. Just based on that one interaction, it didn't seem like there was a third category, but it's entirely possible the stars just kind of aligned for that. Entirely possible that it just kind of aligned, unfortunately, on my part there. Trying to grab one thing. Cool. Now we're good. Won't open that way. A little train action coming in hot. More giant growths. Mysterious. Oh, here we go. Dog fella. Can I parry the dog fella? Let's find out. Ready. Ooh, I don't think that there's two of them. I think I shouldn't try doing melee shenanigans when it's 2-on-1 or 3-on-1. I think I should do... only attempt such matters when it is a 1-on-1. Mano a mano. Oh, I can't fucking do it, god damn it. Thankfully they're not sprinting at me yet. I could try the barrel shenanigans. Man, I wish there was a straight on shot. Oh no. I can't do it, god damn it. Alright. Oh, I think I fully missed. I think I not only mistimed it, but the bullet just wasn't even close. Okay, now here's a behind the shoulder. Oh shit. Oh no! I missed the opportunity. Oh, now he's moving as fast as I am. Shit. I might not have a good opportunity for this one. Man. It's really a bummer. The more I'm playing of this, the more I'm sad that man, how unfun the aiming feels, and how good a lot of other things in this game feel. I think I fucking missed again. I think I keep... Oh, wait, no. I think I dropped him. Can I do the execution? There we go. Got the cool execution. That's neat. This game does a lot of things very well. And it... Oh, that was considered a perfect kill, even though I blundered so many shots. That's genuinely surprising. So I'm sad that... Hell. Oh, I didn't even press the mouse button. At least I don't think I did. It makes me sad that, like, this game does so many things so well, and I'm struggling so much with introductory combat situations because I just feel awful about how the aiming feels. And I don't think the aiming is bad. I think I'm bad. There we go. But man, is it a chore to line up those shots. And I feel if I just start blasting, I'm gonna blow through my ammo, which I've already blown through the majority of. But I also think the game would be weaker if it got rid of the fixed camera. I think the fixed camera is like a big part of the vibe and part of the storytelling. I don't know, man. It just feels fundamentally like there's two things that are kind of butting up against each other. The precision of manual aiming and really, really, really encouraging you to get those precise, critical headshots and making it really fucking hard to do so. So it just kind of feels like a little bit of a bummer, honestly. If you enjoy the aiming in RE1. You know, that's a fair point, too. I've never actually played Resident Evil 1. I assume Resident Evil 1 didn't have manual aiming. Maybe it did. Because in Resident Evil 1, I assumed there was, like, auto-aim. That it would kind of meet you halfway with the fact that you didn't really have a lot of precision. But it did have manual aiming. That's fascinating. Because you're right. That would be brutal. It was manual. That sounds brutal. Holy fuck. I legit had no idea. Because I've played games that were inspired by RE1. I think Tormented Souls did that well, where, I mean, yeah, I don't think there was any manual aiming. I think it was, you know, you would aim in the direction of the dude, and it was a body shot, and a gun did gun damage. There wasn't location damage. So if there was location damage and manual aiming in RE1, then oh man, that sounds rough. Because I've seen the game, and I've never played it, but I've seen how it controls. That sounds fucking brutal. So Meerkat's right. If someone cut their teeth on RE1, this actually probably would feel a bit closer to home. But for someone like myself who's a scrub, who has never touched it, it's jarring. It's real jarring. And the reverse as well. Yeah, like if the camera was... The fixed camera, like, hits you the other direction, you have to, like, aim in the reverse direction, because that's also real jarring. So, yeah. So it's definitely not bad. And I would say it probably is subjective, but yeah, Meerkat might be onto something. Maybe this is really more for the RE1 homies, man. Yeah, Todd confirms that's kind of how it was back in those days, too. Yeah, that is genuinely surprising. But that would probably explain what they were going for. This isn't like a bewildering... well, it's not just, at least, a bewildering confluence of two seemingly competing game philosophies, but a proper homage to the really the game that started it all. Because Resident Evil, you know, really was the originator of the, well, for like this kind of, oh shit, this kind of 3D survival horror game. It wasn't the first survival horror game, obviously, but it's one of this stature. Okay, I don't like when you're going fast. Can you be a little bit slower for me for just a moment? But in a long straightaway path where I have a chance to line up a good headshot like a good gamer. Real far away. Give me that straightaway behind the shoulder. Alright, now the problem is I can't really see past the reticle. I think I missed, and I think I also missed. So I think I missed the timing, and I think I missed the shot. Hup. I think there's a dude that I'm running towards right now. Yeah. I'm gonna aim towards him first. Oh, I can't do it! Fuck! Dodge. Yeah. If I can take down one, I'll take the other one with melee. I'm gonna hope I can get the dog. Shit. At this point, I'm not even trying to get the critical headshot. I'm just trying to get, like, just a standard headshot. And that's tricky. Even that is trying. Nope, no, not you. Aim that way. Yeah, yeah. Let me come around the bend. Ready. I'm ready. Put me in. Put me in, coach. Okay, that works too. I botched it badly, but that's okay. I'll take it. Now, melee. Yep. Melee mode. It's still wild to me that if you riddle them with bullets, but the finisher is a melee attack, it's still a perfect finisher. Yep, just a bunch of times. Yeah. It'd be cool if there was a... And maybe there will eventually, but some kind of way to make that do more damage. Like, that's really cool. But also look how messy it is. And that's still a perfect takedown? That's bizarre to me. Like, I'm mutilating that corpse. You're gonna tell me that body's in perfect condition? After I fucked it that bad? That's weird. That's weird as hell. I mean, I'm glad that counts as a perfect. But I feel like it shouldn't, honestly. The original get good, yeah. And I think that is just kind of what it's gotta be. I think I just gotta get good. I think I just have to get used to this. and, you know, nut up or shut up, basically. So no more, you know, no Johns, no bitching. Get good, bro. I think you're right, Todd. Maybe they don't care so much about how you're damaging him. It's to that final shot. But I just love how that cutscene where we like jam the boot knife in and we twist and then rip it out, versus like a shot to the dome. A shot to the dome is like, oh, that's just average. That's average fidelity what they take down. Versus like, yeah, I fucking stabbed him and then like gouged him horrendously. Rending him. I rended that fucker. And they're like, perfect condition. Perfect. Perfect. Can't go in the porta potty. I think this whole time this was available to me and I never actually went down this way. Bunch of garbage. Useless junk. Train museum. I think that's where we're ultimately going. I think they were saying the train museum was what we were like. That's our ultimate destination, I think. I want to go on the merry-go-round. It's so cool looking. If the devs were, I mean, I don't think they're listening in right now because there's other people streaming this game that have like more view counts. So I don't delude myself in thinking that anybody who worked on this game is listening in. But if they were to like stumble upon either the VOD or the YouTube upload for this, and they were seeing me struggle and they were thinking, man, maybe there's something we can do to make this a little bit less clunky for people who are not used to Resident Evil 1, aiming specifically like original PS1 Resident Evil 1. But I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to that, to making it less fucky yucky. Because I don't think the answer is getting rid of the fixed camera angles. I don't think that's the answer. Shit. It's like I want to do the knife hits. Oh shit, yeah. It's like I want to do the knife hits, but I also want to do the counter. Shit. I dropped my guard when I shouldn't have. There we go. It's like I want to do a mixture of both. Oh, I pressed the fucking wrong button. God damn it. Yep. Yeah, a mixture of both is the way to do it, I think. Like how she kicks the extra blood off. And not on my boots, bro, so we're still healthy. Took a couple little hits there. So, yeah, I don't think the answer is getting rid of fixed cameras. And it would be a shame for them to work so hard to implement this critical hit system and location damage just to throw it away and say, all right, now gun just does gun damage. Because they clearly worked really hard to get the location damage like precise and very accurate. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Perhaps the answer is you have the, and this is very like armchair game developer, because I don't know how the fuck how realistic this is. You know, easier said than done, which is how the armchair game developer mantra is, game designer even mantra is. But if I can armchair game dev for a second, you leave the fixed cameras as it is, and you leave the manual aiming as it is as well. So you leave all that in place. But the only thing you do is when you have gun or melee, gun or knife, when you go into aim mode, it switches to over the shoulder. And then when you stop aiming, it goes back to fixed camera. So it's like a, fixed camera up until it's time to aim. Still worried that would make it too easy though, because that's the thing. Like in Resident Evil 4, like you're so capable, you're so powerful. It stops being scary, you know, like Luigi's Mansion. I actually can't remember with Luigi's Mansion. I only played the first two. That's what it does, where like the camera shifts. Because what I want is the camera to shift. Because in Luigi's Mansion, like in the first one, I thought the camera stayed in place, but I guess it's been a while, so I guess I can't remember honestly. But that's what Luigi's Mansion does, yeah. Malformer. Malform is the name of the developer, I think. It's like first person? Wow, really? I honestly don't remember that. Luigi's Mansion? The OG, like the GameCube one? I don't remember that, but it's been so long since I played it. That's like a first person. Yeah, in my mind, I remember you flashlight and then you switch to the vacuum and it like drags you around and you have to kind of like reverse the mouse control to lower their resistance. I don't remember it being first person. It was like a weird control. That's interesting. It's been a long time since I played it. So I really can't say. I remember like having to kind of wrestle with the ghosts and wrangle them as they're kind of dragging you around. When you kind of, because you like establish a link with the vacuum and you like you're lowering their health as you're pulling against them, but they can of course break free and then you have to re-stun them with the flashlight. There's a camera mode. Oh, I think there is a camera thing. Using the Game Boy Horror. I think there is a camera something you do in that game. But I don't think that's all, like, I don't think that's like the standard combat. I think that's like a special tool you get. Or something. Or maybe it's like certain ghosts. You have to go into that first person mode to like disable something and then switch to the flashlight. Man, this makes me want to play Luigi's Mansion again, because I honestly can't remember. But yeah, I have a distant memory of like doing something with the Game Boy Horror. That's like a camera something. But anyway, just kind of to complete the thought as well, while I'm kind of chewing on it. The downside with what I was thinking of, where it's kind of like basically borrowing from Resident Evil 4, kind of, sort of. Oh shit. Like how it goes on all fours like that. There we go. Get fucked. Okay, I don't like there being multi-view. I'm going to reposition. And not do melee, because this seems like a fool's errand. Gonna not fuck it up. Oh, I think I fucked it. Ow! I'm mashing the button. Get the fuck out of here. I think I'm wounded now. Like when you move fast, it makes me scared. You know what? Here, when I have a moment to maybe do melee. Alright, I'm ready. Bam. And then while he's down, hit him. Oh, out of range? Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Good. Shit. Oh god. What? There we go. Okay, he's dead. They're both dead. Yeah. Oh, because I shot him. He's probably gonna be perfect, right? Yeah, he was perfect, yeah. Wounded. Yeah, but how wounded, though? Man, this is a familiar sight, unfortunately. But, sorry, keep having a little moments in-game that interrupt my train of thought here as I'm kind of chewing more on the Resident Evil 4 camera thing. Because, yeah, anyway, so thinking more about it. Yeah, so kind of to recap. So you have gun, and the camera is fixed as it is. So that all is the same. The only difference is that when you aim, the camera goes and kind of goes right behind their shoulder. And you have the... Well, basically you just have this, where you're staring down the barrel the same direction she's looking at it. So it's kind of like Resident Evil 4. It's over the shoulder. But yeah, the downside really is that I think that might make the game too easy. That might make the game too easy because, I mean, you're still bound by limited ammo and limited resource, limited heals, all that jazz. But then it's going to be so much easier to land the shots. So maybe I don't know if the answer is make more enemies or make the enemies harder or like have more hits or like have more health or make them like juke around more. I don't know. Because I think if I had to guess, the devs would probably say, no. The point is to feel panicked and to feel scared and feel overwhelmed. So is there a way to do all that, but make the aiming feel, I don't want to say it doesn't feel fun, but it doesn't feel good. I was saying earlier where like it feels very cool when a game feels like it gives you the tools to succeed and you feel capable. And I feel so incapable with the current aiming system. And I'm hoping that as time goes on, I get good and I start to get better with it. But I'm not so sure, man. It feels so weird. And dare I say, so not great. Oh shit, he ran around me. Now let's look. Okay, still wounded. Whoa, what the hell? Okay, now we're critical. Yeah. There we go. There we go. I think I can do this right now in combat, right? Use. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, no reason to fly close to the sun here. Also, I hate to say it, but the melee like rhythm of block, counterattack, and then an extra little melee hit like that, we're starting to figure it out. It's not great. It's fairly reliable and fairly consistent. And of course, we're kind of incentivized to that because we get the perfect genome specimens, and it conserves ammo, which we've already used more than half of it. And we haven't found a ton of ammo after that first kind of initial burst. So I think we do kind of have to conserve it. But unfortunately, we got a puzzle action, I think. But unfortunately, we do, I think, have to conserve it a bit. Push a wet noodle uphill. Yeah. Yeah, and I think the devs might also say, nah, man, this is what it's like. This is what it's like playing Resident Evil 4. Or Resident Evil 1 on PlayStation at PSX on PlayStation 1, and this is what it's like, man. It's brutal, and you don't feel good when you play it. You feel like you're overwhelmed and that you're playing with, not a full deck of capability here. So yeah, so again, maybe it's just a kind of a matter of I need to just kind of adjust my expectations. I wonder if there's just a thing that could be done. Flashback. Stun the bad guys. Good for, like, groups, I'm sure. Yeah, if there was something that could be done to maintain what this game is doing well at and maintain the vibe and the look and feel while maybe smoothing out some of the clunk and kind of not good feel of being like, just what I was doing earlier, where I'm like just running back and forth, desperately trying to find an aiming opportunity that where I feel like I've got a chance, and I'm not just like, where am I aiming? I can't tell, and I'm struggling, and I'm going, fuck it, I have to just give up, reposition, try again. It just doesn't feel good, and it probably looks stupid. You don't feel like a badass. You don't feel like a cool gamer, and again, that's the point, maybe, is to feel like, yeah, you're not a badass. You are just some person who's, like, struggling with a zombie apocalypse. But then, to that, I would say, but we're not playing Joe Schmo like you do in some survival horror games. Like in Tormented Souls, you're just some lady. She's, like, a well-trained soldier. So, I don't know, maybe it would be more thematically appropriate to not be to feel helpless. I don't know, I'm like, I just can't arrive at something that checks all the boxes. I think something has to be sacrificed. I think something's got to give. But I really, it's up to the developers, really, to answer that question. What is the thing that has to go? Gonna guess that's where we exit out, or that's where we walk in the platform, so we'll see how that looks. Yeah, now I can walk in this thing. And again, all this is to remind that I'm not a game developer. I'm a software developer, but not a game developer. So I don't know shit about game development, and I don't know shit about the developer's intentions. So this is not me trying to say, well, all you gotta do is block, because I don't fucking know shit, obviously. But I'm like just kind of pontificating. I'm just pondering if something could be done. You have 2 HP. Don't think we have actual HP. I think we do, because they do give us a number here. I think there is a quantifiable HP, because we do have a number there. They just don't tell us what our current health is, I think. Modern interpretation. Well, that's actually it, because what I'm playing is the modern controls. Move character in direction of camera, so that is the modern control. If I turn that off, then we're on tank controls. Then we're on tank control. So now, you know, there's no sidestep. No sidestep at all. And if I had to guess, if I were to go into gun mode, yeah, we're still in the same situation of the aim wonkiness. So then you're kind of getting doubly hacked. At least there's this option here, which feels so much nicer than tank controls. So there's at least that. I said there's no sidestep. In all fairness, there's no sidestep here either, but it's a lot more snappy. I think Tormented Souls had something similar. There was like old school tank controls, and then there was also yeah, like a more modern approach, which feels so much nicer. And also, like Tormented Souls, that game is very good, and I would say that you could probably play through that game on tank controls, like all the way through, but certain sequences would be real fucking miserable, I think. Would be really unpleasant, unless you really like tank controls, because it's what you're used to, right? If you've really played the hell out of old school Resident Evil 1, Silent Hill 1, which I'm pretty sure had tank controls, and it's what you know and love, you know, maybe it's okay, but like I think for most people, you're like so much more slow and it's so much more clunky with tank controls. I struggle to see anybody preferring tank. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. I'm ready. Put me in, coach. There we go. This little song and dance. Ah, shit. I fucked the timing. That's the thing, too. I've noticed when they approach for an attack, they won't, like, approach and go, they'll walk up, and they'll kind of rub up against you, and then go for the attack. And that throws me. You've noticed sometimes, I'll throw up my guard before he even starts attacking, as he's like, I'm over here like, hey man, you're in range, are you gonna do something? And it throws me off. It's almost like, are you doing the mind games? Is this intentional, or is there some weirdness going on with the pathfinding? Like, what's going on here? Yeah, you see that? He's like, he kind of rubs up against you for a moment. Oh, yeah, and it psychs me out. It keeps fucking me up. It's real weird. And maybe the idea is to give you a breather so you can get a standard melee hit in. Yeah, man. There's a lot of just weird shit here. The fog, yeah. The fog in Silent Hill, of course, is iconic. Oh, I'm infected. I'm infected, and I don't know if we have the means to deal with that right now. Antibody immediately. Uh-oh. How immediate we talking here? Let's try to go fast, because we're really far away from our, oh, shit. We're really far away from our, whatchamacallit? Our, like, storage area. Fuck! Every time! It keeps getting me. Goddamn. So I am kind of curious, what does infection do? There we go. Stab. Like, is it an instant kill if you don't address it quickly enough? I do kind of wonder. Or if it, like, maybe lowers your max health. He's rubbing on you. Can you blame him? That tactical thong, you just can't say no. I'm impressed by, because we're infected, there's all this, like, purple stuff swirling. Oh, found some extra points. Neat. So because we're really far away from the save point that had the storage thing. And we haven't seen the storage thing since then, basically. Reception desk. I think it's the museum. Pretty please. Fitness booster. Yeah, I'm down for fitness. Fitness, entire donut in my mouth, pretty please. Use my scanner to read the email. Mimi Bear at GoMail. These are getting scary. It's harder to breathe because the air is all fucked, right? Because from the ground tumors, the ground growths. Eyes and throat. My eyes and thrusty are hurting. The blobs are weird. Lumpy tumors, that's right. In botany class, there was something called crown gall disease. Like that, but glowing. Stuff sticking out of them. Like animals or people. Well, seems a little not good. Email between friends. Cash register. Filled with money. But our protagonist, she's such a wholesome and positive individual. She's not one to profit from a dangerous and desperate situation. Uncorrupted. Inscrutable. Big loader. Big loads. I'm always a fan of enjoying a nice big load. I don't know where I was going with that. Kids Corner. I'm gonna guess that's probably the main direction there. And that this... Actually, this... I wonder if this leads back to the other area. Was welcome. Oh, I'm a dumbass. This is where I came from. Herp derp. Then we shank this motherfucker. Alright, so it goes a couple directions. I see a fire extinguisher. Can I pick it up? Or is it something you use to, like, blow shit up, I wonder? I think you use it to blow shit up. Now, I don't have capacity right now. Man, they not only locked the bathroom, but busted the lock in the bathroom. That's just mean. What if I got a tinkle? What's an Alex to do? This one's open, though. Okay. Seeing a lot of purple things in addition to the purple that's on the borders what my brain can see. So, we need 18. Is it just going to be all the above? That gets you 14. Oh, never mind. I'm a dumbass. Nope. I'm stupid and I'm dumb and I'm not smart. Nice and easy. So now we have access to the antibody. Or do I fly close to the sun and see if we can find one more so I can raise my maximum stuff? I'm kind of curious to see what it does. We got the bonus... Ooh, shotgun shells. That's exciting. I'm kind of curious to hold off. I'm kind of curious to see what happens when you get maximum infestation. Or if we can find the Poiple. And to that end, I'm actually not going to save just yet. If I save now, I could, like, be in like, a bad save situation. No interactable toilet. Which is unfortunate. No interactable toilets. Can't flush. Non-flushable toilet. Nothing out of the ordinary. Pissing in the corner. There you go. Or the sink, or the water fountain. Just give me something to piss in, man. Is that so wrong? Any drain, any corner that's otherwise out of sight, out of mind. I'll take anything, man. Anything and everything. So this little area. Is there anything else in the little the kiddie corner? Thinking maybe like something up on the slide, but I don't think you can actually like walk up to it. So some cool museum stuff. Cool vehicles, cool trains, minecarts. It's all neat. What's going on with these guys? Miners in Korea, right. Boop, boop, boop. What's this one? Interesting to some people, probably, but it's boring to my ass. Minerals, not really my thing. I'm more into, like, killing zombies. If there was a zombie killing museum, then I'll be all ears. Infection. We got that, like, zombie, like, leg limp. Oh, shit. There we go. There we go. We're starting to figure it out, hopefully. Kill. Yeah, things feel great so long as I don't have to do melee, or do range, that is. No ranged is, you know, very, very much preferred, honestly. Giant piece of coal. That's great. Some people would love this kind of thing. Yeah, our leg limping makes me nervous. Because we're not, like, damaged, but we are infected. Infected. Bunch of tools used for mining. Rubble and growths. We're talking Barney rubble? What this thing? Aftermath of a terrible mining accident. Well, it's a good thing no other bad things have happened in this vicinity other than that mining accident. No other bad catastrophes have struck. Everyone's perfectly fine. Oh, a rare ammo sighting. I think had we not started kind of getting good with melee, I think we'd be really in trouble with ammo right now. We're still not great with resources. But I think it's better. Can I get on the trainy train? I don't need it. What if I want to go on? What if I want to go for a fun little train ride? A magic carpet ride. What's up, Down to Gamer? Kind of, it's very much Resident Evil old school inspired, for better or for worse. There are aspects of the old school Resident Evil vibe that I like, and there's other aspects that I am struggling with for sure. A zombie museum would be cool. Yeah, I'd be down. I'd be down to clown. Got a questionable autosave there. Questionable. I've been to a lot of museums. All right, this might be an opportunity then. Have a nice bit of time to line up the shot. I'm not gonna fuck it up. Don't fuck it up, Alex. One. Oh my god, it's like really quick. I think it's because we're infected, so it's harder to land our shots. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I don't have to be fucking with this guy in range. I can just do melee. Like a real gamer. Oh, I fucked it up. Am I dead? I'm dead, yeah. It's just as well. It's getting pretty late. I should probably wrap it up. And I did see there's an autosave. Yeah. Man, this is a weird one. This is a weird one. It's definitely a good game. It's definitely a good game. But I really struggle to recommend it. I would say, like, man, if you cut your teeth on original Resident Evil, and I mean, like, and I don't just mean Resident Evil 1, I mean, like, PlayStation 1 Resident Evil 1. I understand that Resident Evil 1 has been ported a billion times, and there's, like, a bunch of different versions, and I don't even mean the difference between Resident Evil 1, PSX, and, like, Steam Resident Evil 1, which was, like, the remake that has, like, the newer graphics and the better localization. I know that even with, like, original Resident Evil 1, there's been a bunch of different ports, and they're all kind of different, and they all control kind of differently. If you're ever curious, by the way, there's a really good video about this on YouTube by one of my favorite YouTube channels called Stop Skeletons from Fighting. Here it is. Here it is right here. No, that's wrong. That's the wrong one. The problem is he's done a bunch of videos about Resident Evil. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of a different video from him. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Real quick. Because it wasn't 4. It was Resident Evil 1. Damn, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a different channel. Because he talks about the Game Boy Color. No, I'm thinking about, like, Resident Evil 1. Specifically. Okay, yeah, maybe I'm thinking of a different channel. I could have sworn it was Stop Skeletons, though. But anyway, there was a video I saw somewhere on YouTube that has, like, that goes through all, like, the very fine-tuned differences between the different ports of Resident Evil 1 and how, like, original PSX Resident Evil 1 was by far the most brutal, and subsequent ports made certain things a little bit easier. Aiming was a little bit more generous with some of the later ports. Some of the weird control shenanigans were smoothed over a little bit. Some of the difficulty was eased off a little bit. So anyway, what I was getting at originally was if you cut your teeth on like original PlayStation 1 Resident Evil, then this game's an easy recommendation. But yeah, I could see this kind of being a bit of a deal breaker for a lot of folks, unfortunately. The gratuitous blood spray, yeah. I mean, I think the visuals are great. I think the theming is wonderful. The vibes are cool. The inventory system is great. And honestly, I think the aiming system is sophisticated. It's like very well developed. But man, it's so undercut by the fixed camera controls or not camera controls, but fixed camera perspective. And I know I've yammered a whole lot over the past couple hours about this, so I'm not going to belabor the point. If you've been listening and you've probably heard my spiel already. But yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bummer that I think for me, and if I had to guess, I mean, I can't speak for all gamers, but as a person that's been around for a while and has played a lot of retro games and a lot of retro survival horror games, it's kind of a bummer. It kind of like puts a wet blanket on the whole thing, right? Is that the term, wet blanket? Wafting in clouds of nostalgia. I mean, I don't know if nostalgia is necessarily the culprit here. From the developers, you know, like to say that like sins have been committed by the developer necessarily. I mean, unless they were just chasing let's do Resident Evil 1, but you know, but newer and like let's really kind of hone in on how the game did its difficulty, how the game did its aiming. I don't know. I don't know if I can like definitively say that if that's what they were going for, that's like objectively bad or is not good. But I don't know. I as someone who's like been around with like survival horror games, this kind of thing, I think this might be a deal breaker for a lot of people. I don't think it's a deal breaker for me. There's enough here that's very good that I'm curious to see more. But man, it's such a bummer how not good it feels. It doesn't feel bad. And you can, I think, get better at it. At the end there, I did land a couple of those critical shots with the timing reticle thing. So like, I think earlier I was concerned that it might not be get goodable or at least not it might take a long time to be get goodable, which is to say like is the entry ramp, is the process that it takes to get from I suck at this to I'm capable of this, will that take too long for some people? And will they get frustrated and say, you know what, I'm hitting the Steam refund before like the 2-hour mark, basically. And near the end of the session, I think we were starting to feel a little bit better about it because landed a couple of headshots, like that started to feel a little bit better. But it just, I still felt so wobbly the whole time. I still felt so like, oh, I just don't feel in control right now. It was like right. It wasn't pre-rendered. You're right. It wasn't pre-rendered. If I had to guess, the developers, I don't want to speak for them, but if I had to guess, they would probably say it's just to kind of lend to the vibe. It's just to lend to the spooky kind of like horror vibe. And I think it looks cool. I think fixed camera angles look neat. I think it's very cinematic. So if I had to guess, that's probably what they were going for. You're absolutely right, Daniel Gamer. They don't need to. They could just as easily do some kind of moving camera, dynamic camera system. It's not there because of technical limitations. And I think you nailed it. I think that was why they did it with Resident Evil 1, was for technical reasons. Not so much Silent Hill 1, because there are some moments in that game where the camera does move. But yeah, I think it doesn't need to be that way. But I also wonder that I was kind of wondering earlier or kind of expressing concern that if they were to make it like a more dynamic camera that shifts with you or follows you or is like behind you, something akin to Resident Evil 4, that might take away from the spooky atmosphere, the cinematic kind of aspect, and it might make the game too easy. Then you've swung the other way. So yeah, I don't know if there's a really great answer here that solves it for everybody. And I would guess that the developers probably would bristle at the idea of like implementing something that makes the game easier or like gives you too much control over your aiming. I don't know. I would say I would be more sympathetic to how it works right now if the player character wasn't a trained professional soldier who's trained for these kinds of things. That's the other thing too. Like, it's weird to feel so wobbly when the character you're playing as this is like this like very well trained and very experienced badass soldier. Maybe the other thing too is at the start I cranked the sensitivity controls because I didn't like how much I had to like swing my mouse to adjust my aim, especially when going up and down. Going left and right felt pretty okay. I didn't really change that too much, but going up and down felt so weird, and I had to crank the controls. Maybe by doing that, or the sensitivity that is, maybe by doing that, I kind of fucked myself. Maybe the game is expected to be played where instead of trying to do manual aiming, like fully manual, maybe what the devs kind of want you to nudge you into doing is to press the T button to cycle and have it like auto center the aiming. Because it popped up a couple times where it said press T to cycle through targets, and when you cycle to a ranged target, it defaults to the center, and then you can, adjust accordingly. So maybe it's on me. Maybe I misread what I was thinking the devs wanted us to do, and maybe I should have leaned on that more. I tried it a couple times, and it still didn't feel great, but maybe it would feel better if I set the sensitivity settings more akin to what they were originally. Maybe I mucked it. Maybe this was not for... Maybe I got the wrong idea. So, I don't know. It's just a bummer, man. The game is cool. Like, the story is, nothing special, but I think it's presented well. And it looks cool. I think the enemy designs are serviceable. I think there's cool guns you get eventually. And I like the system where you can raise your max health, your max immunity to deal with diseases, your max stamina. I like that system. That reminds me of RE4, of course, which is great. So there's like a lot of things that are really cool here, but man, I still don't think it's a deal breaker for me, but it really hurts the deal. It's a deal damager for sure, and it just makes me bummed. It also makes me wonder, I don't know, did they only I don't want to make it sound dismissive or that I'm like shit on the devs, but did this never come up during playtesting? Did not a single person say, bro, this aiming, what the fuck? This is it's clearly a good development team. This isn't like a game that just pooped out. Like, they clearly spent time on this, and they probably did playtesting. So I'm wondering, did this just never come up? Kind of baffling. Unless it was one of those where it came up and the devs were saying, no, here's how you do it, and they like advised them, and they went, oh, okay, and then they were off to the races. Like, maybe there's a configuration I haven't tried yet. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of a bummer, man. It just kind of makes me sad. Because there's a very good game experience here. It's weird to have it bogged down like this. But anyway, I don't know. I'm yammering too much, and I feel like I've belabored the point. It's a well-made game. I'd be curious to check the Steam reviews, see what the other folks are thinking. And it's obviously not about what everybody else thinks, obviously. But I cannot but wonder. Yes, this is just like Don't Stop Girly Pop. Listen, you play as a lady. Don't Stop Girly Pop has a girl in it. They're basically the same game. Also, same publisher. Right, same publisher. That makes more sense. So, Korean girl, so pretty. Oh, boy. So, yeah. Play in the demo area. Right, demo area. Yeah. Game plays well. Yeah, handles well. Technical. Yeah, precision aiming. Yeah. The crit shot. Right. Yeah, so this guy was bummed by it. But others... Yeah, so I feel I probably am kind of in the minority. And look at this, like, this person played the whole fucking thing, man. This is the kind of shit I love. Yeah, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not a deal breaker for more people. It's there was that one guy. But yeah, 28 hours in, so yeah, some people have, like, put this through the paces. There was a healing system that was broken originally. That's good, yeah. Yeah. Solid debut. Oh, so it's their first Steam game. Good to know. Good to know, yeah. Well, it's a reminder. Not every game is going to be for everybody. I don't think it's not for me. But I have a hard time recommending it. I always like to kind of summarize, like, who it's for, like, recommend it just based on my personal thoughts. And I don't recommend against it, but man, I definitely don't recommend for it. Yeah. Gun to my head, would I give it a Steam recommend, positive or negative? Man, it's another case where I wish I could just say neutral. I would give a neutral review, and I would say, here are the pros, here are the cons. And the list of cons is very small, but it's a fucking big one. And it kind of makes me sad. It kind of breaks my heart, honestly. But there's, and I don't know. I don't know if the devs would want to change anything. Kind of based on what I've observed, for risk of like stepping on just the cool vibes and the cool look and feel. Definitely a weird case. Definitely a weird case. Let's see if we can find a raid target for someone who's playing this game, actually. This exact game. It'd be cool if there was somebody else playing this game and see how they're doing with it. Like, are you struggling like I was struggling, bro? See how they're doing. This person is they're Thai from Thailand. That's cool. This person is playing the game. They have a lot of viewers. I don't usually raid into people that have this many viewers, but you know, it's kind of nice getting a raid into some new people sometimes. So yeah, let's raid this person. Let's raid this person. Faultier VT. Faultier VTuber. VT, of course, mean VTuber. It could be French, maybe Faultier, or Faultier rather. But I'll just assume it's a more pronounced Faultier. Pronounce all the syllables, and consonants and vowels. So we're gonna raid into this person. They're playing this cool game, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see how like other people are handling this, and maybe I'm just the goober. But I'm still glad I was able to give it a shot. I'm glad I was able to get a review key from Keymailer. That was nice of them to do so. Presumably either the developer or the publisher approved the review key going to me, so that's very nice of them. Letting us get a fair shake with this game. Would I have been disappointed if I would have bought the game full price? The game is I don't know if I would call it a budget style. It's $20 full price. It's $20 full price. So it's on sale right now for $17 USD. So $16.99. So you could do a lot worse. This person has gotten significantly farther than I have. This might be their second session if they would have maybe started, like if they got an early access review key and they were able to start before the game launched. That's certainly possible. But they're very far in the game, presumably. Oh my god, they're getting a lot. Okay, we gotta raid them quickly, because they're getting a lot of viewers. When I first clicked in, they were at 29. Now they're at 46 viewers, so it's like, what the fuck happened? They haven't gotten any raids. I think people are just popping off. So let's raid them quickly before they pop off more and I get discouraged and I decide to raid someone else. So real quick, my socials page is in the chat. You've probably heard my spiel. We have all of our social media links in the socials page. Has my social media, of course, so Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, all that shit. It's all out there. I do have a lot of streaming platforms that I utilize. I'm live on a lot of places right now. I'm live on TikTok. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Facebook. But the big one, of course, is that I'm live on Twitch. That's where I primarily stream. I mean, I stream to all those places, but the primary content creation platform is Twitch. And it's where most of our viewers and chatters are, so I recommend following there if you haven't already. We do giveaways every so often through my Discord server, also. Link to the Discord server is in that Linktree page as well, so if you would like to join in on future giveaways, all the information on how to participate in those raffles can be found in the Discord server. And again, all those links and more can be found in that socials page that has all of the stuff. This person is at 50 viewers. I need to rate them quickly, because I'm going to be discouraged. I'm going to say I want to rate someone else, so let's quickly go, because I don't know what's happening. They've been it's not like they just started the stream. They've been live for like 5 hours, and they've suddenly gained like 20 viewers without any raids. So I don't know what's going on. But let's raid them quickly, because I don't usually like to raid people with like a lot of views, because I feel like it's, you know, I'm just dropping the bucket. I feel like it's more meaningful if I raid someone that's closer to my view size. But at the same time, it is kind of a nice opportunity. Kind of a nice opportunity. So anyway, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Everyone have a great night. I'll see you guys around, and I should be back tomorrow. Yeah, I would say the chances are good. Should be good for tomorrow. And probably Saturday as well. Originally, I was going to be doing some stuff in the evening Saturday. I'll be busy for most of the day Saturday, but I think I should be back in time for some kind of stream on Sunday. But we'll kind of play it by ear. As always, I'll make sure to update the schedule accordingly as need be in the Discord server. But otherwise, you'll have a great night. Thanks for hanging out, friends. Thanks again, congrats for that raid. You'll have a great night. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.